What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Happy New Year, everybody. Good evening. I'm Love Coach Scott Katamas. Welcome to the Awakening World and get ready for a very, very dynamic show. We've got a lot planned for tonight. It's all about being fully alive in 2025. And I'm really excited that our first Saturday night show is with my beloved favorite co-host, Tangela, and her merry crew of soul searchers. Welcome, Tangela, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Scott. Happy New Year to you and happy blessed New Year to everyone. We're so excited for this year of expansion, 2025. And I know that everyone is already feeling these accelerated energies for the year. And it's just beautiful to be able to come together with soul family and in spiritual community to celebrate together and to really kick off the new year with a very high vibe.
Absolutely. And I know that most of our Zoom room audience is familiar with SoulSearch, but I want to welcome all the people watching on Facebook and YouTube. A big thanks to John Raymer, his wife Summer, and the Sign Network that gets us out to so many of you. And so if you're not familiar with SoulSearch, go to soulsearch.io, soulsearch.io. You definitely want to join the mailing list because SoulSearch is the place to find extraordinary healers, psychics, teachers, practitioners, anything that has to do with raising consciousness. And we meet these people through SoulSearch. You can do it online. There's also these incredible SoulSearch Enlightenment Expos you'll be hearing about. And now there is SoulSearch TV. And I think most of the people tonight are some of your SoulSearch TV luminaries.
Definitely. And so at SoulSearch, we are here to support everyone on their awakening journey, enlightenment journey, wherever you are on the path, whether you've been on a spiritual journey for decades or you just somehow got a hit and decided to show up at one of our expos or check out this show tonight. We're here to really support you all with community, with teachers, with practitioners, practices, modalities, and so much more. And so you can definitely check us out online, soulsearch.io, where you can find all of the amazing practitioners you're going to meet tonight on our online platform, as well as you'll be able to see a lot of them. They have their own shows on SoulSearch TV. Every episode is a powerful transmission and teaching. So really encourage you guys to check that out. And of course, you can join us live at our SoulSearch Enlightenment Expos, where we have our amazing practitioners coming together. Scott is often at our Bay Area shows as well, doing workshops and doing teachings. And so it's an amazing way. We just love to bring spiritual community together, whether it's online, in person, through TV. We are here to support and build together as we move into this Aquarian age.
Absolutely. And tonight, some of the Soul Search psychics and healers are going to provide experiences, little mini dose, little homeopathic versions of their work. So it's really a good time to be in the Zoom room. Now, for those of you who are watching on Facebook or YouTube, it's really easy to join us. Go to globalpeacetribe.com. globalpeacetribe.com. You can learn all about our shows and then click register for the new season. That'll take you to our registration page. It takes about a minute to register. And this is a good time to do it because we just started a brand new season, 3 months of shows. We do a show every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, and on occasion a Sacred Sunday show or special events, concerts and things like that. So register and come into the Zoom room right now. As soon as you register, you'll get the Zoom room link. Come on in because some of our wonderful people like Oracle Marine and Kelly are going to provide, Laura, Darren are going to provide some very powerful experiences for people. And for those of you who are already in the Zoom room, make sure you private chat me, letting me know if you would be interested in having a reading or a healing tonight. And maybe when you text me, let me know what you want, what your question is. That'll help me connect you to the right person. So we've got a really full and incredible evening planned. We're going to wrap it all up with a KES group healing. Udo Jaeger is coming back to us from Europe. She's in Europe right now with a twin ray community KES group healing. So it's going to be a big evening, and we're really glad you're with us. And we always like to start our shows with my co-pilot, my dear friend, our house musical artist, the one and only Omashar.
Happy New Everything, everybody. And just one more note, there's icing on the cake. We get wrapped up after our wonderful KES healing with Fanny and Vagari, who are with us also tonight. And they have, I got a preview of the song they're going to share with us after the healing, and it's absolutely beautiful. And anyway, we're going to start with a bit of movement here, and this one is called Trust to Love. And if you do get spotlighted to move, Zoom puts a thing on your screen saying unmute yourself. Please don't, because it messes with the sound, and I have to try and mute you whilst I'm playing, and it doesn't always work. But hey, there we are. Such is life as a professional. So love you all, and here we go. Trust to love.
Life's the same. It seems my world is falling into the dust that gave it birth. Empty feelings find me deep in contemplation, waiting for the rise of Mother Earth. And we are what we've come here for, and we all feel that our hearts are true, and together we will make it home, and we'll trust to love once more. fear that bid for my attention. I don't live here anymore. I surrender to the flow that gives me new direction. All there is to do is trust and fly. And we all know what we've come here for. And we all feel that our hearts are true. And together we will make it home. And we'll trust to love once more. Los vemos a lo que vinimos, es sincero nuestro corazón. Lograremos ir a casa juntos, confiando otra vez en el amor.
There we
Wow. Hey, we're going to gallery review, everybody. Let's twinkle here on The Awakening World. We twinkle Omashar after his songs.
go.
He is the twinkle master. And Omashar, I love that song.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Is there a story on how that one came through?
Well, yes, there's pretty much a story with every single song, and this is one of my heartbreak moments. And what often happens if I listen, the source of all creation will say, "Come now, young Omashar, sit yourself down and write it out." And basically, it's the lyrics are there. Nothing in my life is the same. It seems my world is falling, but because of my metaphysical education, let's say, it's falling into the dust that gave it birth rather than into total annihilation. And empty feelings are kind of cool because when they're not there, I have some space to contemplate. And when I contemplated, I realized that we're all rising together, they're waiting for the rise of Mother Earth. And then the completion, as we all know what we've come here for, because all of our hearts are true, and we only make it together home together because there's only one of us here. And so let's just trust to love together. And so there we go. That's good enough for now, I think. And
Beautiful.
it is.
A lot of people are commenting how it's one of their favorite songs. And
It is, and then there's a surrender that's needed. Sometimes you need to just get out of your own way and let the truth of who you are come and take the driving seat in the center of one's heart. So there we are.
Absolutely. Hey, I want to remind everybody that the best way to get Omashar's music, well, the best way is to come to the Awakening World every Wednesday and Saturday night. But other than those 2 evenings, and you want to listen to his music because his music is beautiful, inspiring, raises our vibration, go to omashar.bandcamp.com. omashar.bandcamp.com. And he's got 5 beautiful albums waiting for you. And I know that many of our audience members enjoy it. So definitely support Omashar because he is a great Awakening World blessing. Speaking of blessings, here is Tangela, who is a blessing and a force of nature, I'll tell you, to introduce our first guest, who's the wonderful Laura, who we love, Laura and her light codes.
Thanks so much, Scott. And I am delighted to be introducing our first guest. We have a wonderful show this evening with so many amazing teachers. And our first one is Laura, of course. She is known as Light Codes by Laura and channels universal source-based energy information and healing for the betterment of all beings in the form of light language and light codes. She is a healer, speaker, and author of multiple international best-selling books, including this one right here, Light Codes for the Soul, as well as Ascension Codes, and of course, one of my favorite Oracle card decks, also her light codes deck, which I have here. And we'll pull a card, Laura, as we always do. And Laura is also the developer of the life-changing quantum meditative experience, Fractaling Healing, through the channeling of light language, light codes, and her unique abilities. Laura assists people in bridging the gap between the fully empowered and masterful future self with now time. And she also has an amazing show on SoulSearch TV, Ascension Codes. And if you have not seen it yet, definitely check it out. She has an amazing transmission and teaching in each episode with her powerful codes. And definitely you guys should tune in and check it out.
And here's a 30-second trailer for that show.
Little clip, yeah.
So much of the spiritual journey involves healing past traumas and events so we can feel our whole self once again. When something unsettling happens, we often realize how out of touch we are with our true self, and our illusions come crashing down all around us. Life is about learning who we are not, and who we came here to be.
Wow.
Thank you, Laura. And let's pull a card from your deck for the new year. I'll just pull it, and of course you can give us the interpretation. So let's take a look.
A card for the beginning of the season. So this is the Little Book of Light Codes Oracle cards, and these are symbols that are found within the Little Book of Light Codes, which was my first book, which is this book right here. And this code is the wonderful thing about light codes is that they have many, many meanings. But this code for me right now is really speaking to our unity consciousness and stepping into all that we really came here to be, which is so amazing because that's what that trailer, that little clip was about, was reminding us that we're here to just discover. So this code is representing multidimensional discovery and connection, and always through the heart center.
Beautiful. Thank you, Laura, and welcome to the show. We're excited to have you here. And I know you're going to be sharing with us some transmissions for the new year. So I'll just let you take it away.
Okay. Well, I would really love to share that the last several months have been quite transformational for me, and I imagine they have been for all of you out there as well. For me, this it was really since last summer, I felt a building of energies and a call to go deep within. And so during the fall and coming into the winter months, I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, so we're in winter now. I was called to just do all the deep work, the shadow work, the deep diving, the inner child, facing all kinds of energies that I hadn't faced yet. Obviously, like we're like peeling an onion. There's always more things to discover, more connections to be made. And it's a challenging experience, but it is ultimately the most, I believe, rewarding thing that we can do for ourselves. So for me, this last few months has been a bit of a rebirth. I actually just had a birthday. December 27th is my birthday, and I've moved into the decade of my 40s. So it's big birthday, but I have, it's like the energies were supporting me to align to who I was really stepping into for this new time period in my life. But as I spoke with other people about it, I realized that many, many others were experiencing the same thing. There was a lot of hermiting going on the last several months. And what I'm feeling for humanity is this call to understand the heart at a much deeper level. For me, what this is representing is the desire to understand the fractal nature of our universe and the fractal nature of ourselves. And so I've been shown some really profound concepts. And one of those concepts is that every individual person, each one of us, is experiencing a facet of the collective reality. So this is how we have a collective reality that we can all relate to, but each one of us is coming at it from a slightly different perspective. And there is so much beauty in that perspective, the individual perspective as well as the collective perspective. And then when you tie that in with the heart, then it expands our perspective even further and takes us into a deeper understanding of the nature of ourselves, the nature of our experience, of our reality, and the nature of the universe and the natural world. So it's been a really powerful journey these last several months, and it's continuing to unfold, and I'm continuing to put language to it, but I know that this is the new direction that I'll be going. The wonderful thing is also that light language and light codes all fit into this absolutely seamlessly and perfectly, because light language and light codes are a divine expression of universe. They're a divine expression of energy. And ultimately, we are all energy. Everything is energy. If you can imagine that light language and light codes are just this expression of information, of healing, of guidance that are coming through in a way that can bypass the limitations that we have as a human. That's what they're for. They're for helping us to get past those limitations that we all have, to get past the programs, to get past the entanglements, to get past the energies and connections and the restraints and things that keep us from truly stepping into who we came here to be and who we ultimately are in a much larger, multi-universal kind of sense. So the light codes that we bring in are multidimensional. They're multifaceted, just like you are. And they're speaking to us through this eternal heart essence, that we all have, that we're all a part of, that we have as an individual expression of divine oneness, which is like an oxymoron, but it's true. We have this eternal heart essence that spans unity consciousness, but is also within us as the individual expression that we've come here to be as in this human form. So the light codes are speaking to us on all of these levels, and they are the light language that I'm speaking is this universal light language that is able to help us move into these higher levels of consciousness and integrate these levels of consciousness deeper within our being so that we see them, so we see the energies rather moving into our lives and out into our life in a more real, profound kind of way. So that's where we're at with things. And I think I would love to offer a channeling, but Scott, maybe you have something you'd like to say.
Oh, I just was going to introduce you to, for your channeling, we're going to have you channel for one of our favorite Global Peace Drivers. It's Reverend Jeffrey Colbrook. He is on every show practically, and he would love to receive from you. So welcome, Jeffrey, and of course, his partner, Sonia.
Hello.
Hello. Well, it's wonderful to see the 40-year-olders coming on into their full bloom. Yes. Of course, a simple question would be, what do you see for my expansion into 2025 and how I may be part of what's happening? You know, just any insight that you have I would be glad to receive.
Okay, so we're just going to tune into that eternal heart essence of yours. And I will be speaking a little bit of light language from this eternal heart essence. I will translate after the light language transmission. So what I foresee for you is an opening of deepening your connection with source energy and the God energy that you resonate with. So what that means for you, deepening that connection, because what that's going to do is not only is it going to enrich your life further, but you're going to be able to share that energy more clearly and directly with the people who are around you, and thereby support the people around you, because we are continuing to walk in a timeline that is very tumultuous. And because there's a lot of transition happening, and when there's transition, there's always bumps. And that's just the natural order of things. So you are here in this day and age to help people navigate those bumps. And because of the light and the love that you're continuing to bring through, as well as deepening that connection and being able to bring through in a deeper, richer, more profound way, you're going to help people navigate that with a lot more beauty and grace.
Oh, well, I would love thinking along those terms as well. And yes, I thank you for that endorsement.
My pleasure. Thank you for your service.
Greatest blessings and love to you. Thank you.
Likewise, blessings.
I love that actually you ended up working with Jeffrey, because he is just pure light. He's like pure light and love in a human form.
Thank you, Scott.
With a great laugh, who always reminds us that Levolution is the solution. Hey, I want to let people know how you can get more. There he is. I want to let people know how you can get much more of Laura. And again, on our show, we only have time to give like little homeopathic dosages of these extraordinary, wonderful people. So there are two websites I want to direct people to. And first and foremost, you can find all of the people you're seeing tonight on SoulSearch. And so, of course, you can find her on SoulSearch. Just put in, if you go into the chat box, go into the search bar and probably put in light codes or Laura, Laara, you would find her. Or she actually has her own website as well. And she really has written some wonderful books. We had her on our Authors That We Love edition a while back. Her website is Light Codes by Laara. And remember, she spells that Laara. So lightcodesbylaura.com. And that's where you can learn much more about what she's offering. She'll be at the Conscious Life Expo. I think a lot of us are going to be at the Conscious Life Expo. That's going to be quite a wonderful gathering. And is there anything you want us to direct the audience to, Laura, on your website?
Well, the books are really good, but also the Fractaline Healing is a course that I offer online. You can do the first 2 levels as a work at your own pace, and then levels 3 through 5 are done live over Zoom. And this is a very, very powerful healing modality, not only as something that you can offer others, but it's actually how I do the majority of my inner work. So as I was sharing the deep work that I've been doing, well, most of that has been with fractal line healing, and it is a meditative modality, but it also gives you a space that you can go into that's highly protected, and the energy is amplified, and you can work with all your guides and ascended masters and archangels and Akashic records, like literally whatever you need to do, it's available to you in this space.
Laura, thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you in February at Conscious Life Expo. And thank you for getting us off to such a wonderful start tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Laura, for being here with us. We'll see you in LA at Conscious Life Expo. And of course, everyone, tune in to season 1 of Laura's show. And of course, stay tuned for season 2, which will be coming soon. So we'll have lots more of Laura coming your way. Thanks so much.
I have sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to mention that I'm on a panel at Conscious Life Expo, and I have a keynote as well as a workshop. So you can come check me out in three different opportunities.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Which panel are you on, Laura?
The Star Seeds and Angels panel.
Okay, wonderful.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I know I'm really excited about the next person. She's also been on the show before and people loved her. Again, this is, if you're interested in psychic reading, everybody, let me know right away because I got to pick who's going to get one, but I'll let you start by introducing Kelly.
Sure. So I am delighted to introduce our next guest, psychic medium, Kelly Eckhart. She is an evidential medium, psychic, animal communicator, author, speaker, and much, much more. Kelly entered this world already connected to the spirit realm. She had memories of her past lives, memories in utero. She had memories of her family, and she was always very connected. And she has had a lifetime journey, which included, tragedy, losing a child, which really, had her dive into her own healing process. And through that healing process, Kelly offers everyone around a profound understanding of the spiritual world so that, each one of us can dive into our own healing journey and healing process, whether it's connecting to lost loved ones and exploring the other realms. Kelly is an amazing psychic medium, and she has earned recognition as an expert on the Ronnie Deutsch radio show. Her skills have been double tested and validated by Shea Parker's Best American Psychics. And she also has her own events center and crystal shop in Sacramento, California. So for those of you guys who are in Sacramento, definitely stop by and see her at Moxie Crystals. And you can also often see her at our SoulSearch Expos. So thanks, Kelly. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I get so embarrassed when you read my bio. I'm like, it's all true, but you don't like to talk about yourself, right? So thank you so much, Tangela. It makes me feel good. And thank you. I'm so honored to be here, and I'm so appreciative to come back for my second time. I know you guys asked me before, but I wasn't available. So I really appreciate you not forgetting me. Thank you. I'm very grateful.
Well, thank
Kelly,
you
we
for
have
being
two
part of
people.
SoulSearch.
We have two people who really want readings with you. So if you can, if you can just keep it kind of short so that
Yeah,
we can
I'm good at that. I do a lot of online stuff, so I'm good with that.
Okay, great. So the first one is Janet Catalina. So here's Janet.
Hi, Janet. How are you? Oh, I can't hear you, Janet. I think you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay, good.
So psychic reading today. What is your question, or what area would you like me to focus on?
I guess what I'm supposed to be doing in at least the next year, I feel like there's a calling for me, but I don't know what it is.
Well, I'm just going to kind of tune into you real quickly. It just sort of helps me make sure I'm in the right page. But when I tune into you personality wise, I feel like you're somebody who's very determined and kind of goes after what they want when they want it. And you're really good at making things happen. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're kind of a go-getter. You don't let things get in your way. You don't let things slow you down. When you know what you want, you get it. That's sort of who you are. You're great at manifesting. That's what I feel. Do you understand this?
I guess I'm not understanding it fully. So you're saying you
Okay.
think
I feel like you're somebody who really like is motivated by what you want in life, and you're great at going after what you want in life, and you don't let anything slow you down. Do you understand this?
yes.
So this year, I feel like there's a lot of shift or a lot of changes for you. And it feels like you're kind of going in a new direction that's all about you because you've always been about everybody else. You're somebody that's always taking care of everybody else. And I have to say, I know it's like late to your journey in some sense, but you're a creative, you're an artist, you channel, and you're not even like you're not acknowledging it. I think you're aware, but you're not acknowledging it. Do you understand this?
I think so. That I'm not acknowledging that I really am a channel.
Yeah. Yeah, you get information from the other side. Like you're always you're getting all these downloads. Do you understand this?
Yeah, I'm not as aware as you're saying that I'm getting all these downloads.
Exactly. That's my point. You get a lot of information, but you doubt yourself or you doubt the information because you don't trust. Do you understand this?
Okay, yes.
You've had this your whole life and you've been fighting it. It's like a like a pull-up. You know, you're pulling and then like you give in and then you pull and then you give in. So I would say it's kind of an up and down when it comes to your own gifts. And this year is kind of a year of like all about you and discovering like what you want in this life because you've put it off for so long and put everybody else first. So I think this is a really great year for you. I know that this sounds really out there, but I have to throw this out there. I see you doing something more creative, that you really crave creativity and you've put it off a lot in your life. Like you've dabbled in it here and there, but you've really put it off for lack of confidence, I feel. But now's the time for you to really like, you don't care what people think anymore. You're at a point in your life where you're like, oh, they love it or they don't. I don't care. And that's the best attitude to go into this. So I want to encourage you to really follow your creative sense. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Because there's a gift that you have that you're supposed to share with the world before you leave this world, and you're late to the party. You should have done this years ago, but you've put it off. Do you understand this?
I think so.
Your soul's been like, okay, we're not doing this anymore. We're going to get this done. So I want to encourage you to kind of follow your passions, follow your dreams, things that you've always wanted to do, and just sort of delve into them casually and see how you feel. And, follow your gut instinct because you are very intuitive and always have been. And for you, intuition comes in your gut feeling. You're very, very clairgustant. You just know things by a feeling. It's always been how you've survived since the beginning of time. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Okay, so this year, I want you to surrender to that and give into it and follow that passion. For some reason, I actually see you doing things like drawing, painting, arts and crafts, like creative things, but they're healing for some reason. Do you understand this?
Okay, yes.
And you've always doubted yourself, but I don't want you to doubt yourself. What's that saying? Fake it till you make it. Pretend you've got it. Okay, this is the year. It's all about you, Janet. It's like the Janet year. It's a great year for you to really explore, have fun, and make new acquaintances that are more on your wavelength energetically. Okay, so I feel like you're going to fall into a really good crowd of creative souls like yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Kelly. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She really gave you some strong marching orders there, Janet. There you have it. All right. I'm gonna ask you to do one more reading just because it touched my heart. You and our other guest, this is Heidi,
Hi, Heidi.
have something unique and sad in common. Heidi lost a child.
Yes. I'm so sorry for your loss, Heidi. It's not a club I wish on anybody. I lost my son. It'll be 9 years this May. I lost him Mother's Day weekend, 2016. So I understand that trauma and that healing and that journey. So let me tune into your loved one. Now, was your child a daughter? Son. Okay, thank you. So let me tune into your son here, okay?
May I say something before you start, Kelly? Though I have lost a child and it was in 2011, right? On the 27th of December, actually, Laura's birthday, unfortunately. The question I had was not about that. If you need to tune into him, that's fine, but the question I had was something else, just to say that.
I can tune into anything your heart's desire. You let me. If you have a
Well, I think you
question-
picked up on it by thinking it was a girl because it's about my daughter who was stolen by Child Protective Services and
I
came
did
out
feel that. I felt the girl.
a completely different being when she came out, and
You're
I'm
not
trying
in
to.
contact with her right now, are you?
I
You know,
try to,
but
but yeah.
it's connected. Here's the thing. I want to encourage you to really send her love because she's at a place in her life where she's very, I want to say, confused about her situation. And I don't know if you know this or if this is accurate, but I feel she's a parent now. You know, I don't know if that's accurate, but it feels like
She's 13.
oh, interesting. She's in a maternal like field. Like I feel like she's very maternal in her situation. So she's very much either like a big sister taking care of younger siblings, but she's very maternal, always taking care of everybody around her. Kind of a healer sense. Do you understand this? I feel like that's just sort of her role in life. Like she's a natural born healer. And she also feels everything. She's very intuitive, very sensitive. And I go here because I feel like she inherited that from you, that you're a strong, sensitive, empathic soul, and she's carrying on that role. And in the family that she's in now, I feel like she's kind of taken on the role of like being the adult, even though she's a child. Do you understand this? And she's an old soul, definitely an old soul. Do you understand this?
I definitely understand the part about an old soul. She's with her father alone, so I'm not
But
sure.
she's in a situation where she's
Maybe
taking
it's
the role,
parenting her friends at school,
or
maybe.
her father perhaps isn't
Oh.
as mature as we all think. Okay, because I feel like she's kind of taken on the role of making sure everybody eats, making sure people get to bed on time, making sure she's like okay. I almost feel like there's a lot of sorry, just let me reach this right here. There's a lot of things in her life that are distracting her from being just a kid. She's like a mini adult. And I feel like she will come back into your life. For some reason, it feels like it's going to be around 15. Okay. I know you want her now. Keep sending her love, send her healing, heart centered, and know that your son in spirit is contributing. Now, when he passed, was he a young adult? He's
Yes.
much older. Yes. And she
Yes.
was very young.
She was a baby. She was 8 months.
Thank you. He's very much watching over her. He's her protector. And I have to say, not to put anybody down, Dad's doing his best, but he's not equipped. He's not in the right position and he's vindictive. There's like an anger in him that he won't let go of, which is really affecting her because she's such an empath. She feels his feelings, she feels his emotions, but at the same time, she's feeling you. I do feel like there's been some connection with the two of you, but I don't know if that's like emotional or if you've actually had visitations with her. Do you get to visit her often?
Not
Okay.
often. I go 1 day a week when her father's at his girlfriend's house.
Well,
Leaves her alone at night.
she's very attached to you, but doesn't want to admit it for fear of like almost like she wants to be the strong one. She wants to be the one that is helping you and helping her dad. In her mind, she's a natural born healer. She's an old soul. I feel like some of the things she says or does is like you're like, where did that come from? And you're wondering, but she's such a beautiful light. And I have to tell you, sometimes souls come here and we have the most traumatic lives as children. To grow up to be the most amazing healers in the world, it's quite possible this child of yours is going to be an amazing healer, and you will be part of that journey more in her adult life than in her childhood, because that's where you're meant to fit in, because you yourself are a healer, but didn't embrace it immediately. It took you time. Do you understand this? I feel like you're embracing it now, but you didn't 20 years ago.
Maybe more so now, but I've always been doing it ever since I'm like in my
I
20s.
feel like you might have always been doing it, but you didn't truly embrace it till later in life. You didn't really surrender until later in life. I think that you've always
Surrender
been
is a
an
good word.
empath. Since child, you've been an empath. And your daughter is also an empath since child and won't embrace it till her 20s. And that's where you come into play to help facilitate that and help her on that journey. And that's where your relationship and the bonding that you've always wanted and that she's always wanted happens. And it's a beautiful thing, but it's not till later in life. And I'm sorry. I know that's difficult as a mom because I have 3 children and I struggle with my own daughter who's still here and her brother has passed. And I have a younger son who I'm very close to, but my daughter and I struggle. And I think that's a journey and it's a healing journey for you and your daughter because you also have struggled with your own mother. Do you understand this? And
Oh,
so
yeah.
this is your chance to break that dynamic and heal that for future generations. So you're on this path, not just for your own journey, but to help your daughter on her journey to heal this path. And your son was part of your journey. It was part of your healing lesson. And he's part of hers, whether she sees it or not. So just remember that and have faith. Send her love always. Always send her love. She feels it. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with that.
Mm. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I again, these are so brief. I know that, of course, most readings and healings, take much longer, but you're getting a little taste of Kelly. And to get much more Kelly, go to her website. It's Medium Kelly, and she spells it Kelley, 2 L's in there, mediumkelly.com, mediumkelly.com. And of course, definitely subscribe to her. And that's where you can learn all about her. And you can also get a free copy of her wonderful book. Don't we all want to learn how to manifest anything using affirmations? Well, you can get that just by going to her website, click subscribe, and make that happen. I'm going to do that right now. I am going to do that right now. I want to learn how to attract with your affirmations. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Sheila, anything you'd like to add before we move on?
Well, Kelly, thanks so much for being here with us. And thank you for your amazing readings. You always do such a wonderful job in such a short period. So we love having you. And we're looking forward to seeing you live and in person soon as well at one of our upcoming expos.
Yes, for sure.
Kelly, I appreciate how much love and care you give to your clients and to the people you meet for. You're like a big cosmic mama. And I appreciate that. It's very, very beautiful.
Thank you. I love that. Cosmic Mama.
You'd be a cosmic mama.
Yeah, I like it.
Hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
Well, to kind of integrate this, we always have lots of wonderful music on the Awakening World. And we've brought back to celebrate a new year that we're fully alive in 2025. I'm really grateful that 2 of our absolute favorite musical artists are with us. And of course, I'm talking about Fanny and Vigari. Happy New Year, beloveds.
Happy New Year, Scott. Happy New Year, Global Peace Drive.
Now, where are you geographically right now?
We are still on Salt Spring Island. Salt Spring Island is an island between Vancouver Island and the mainland of British Columbia. And it's there's a whole chain of islands between those 2 land masses, and we're in one of the bigger islands, Salt Spring Island.
All right. Well, thank you for coming all the way from Salt Spring Island online. And what's your first song going to be tonight?
Well, we've seen some starships in the sky, some spaceships in the night. So it's about adventuring into the opening of the doorways of the communication of the higher realms. So that's what our song is about tonight, as we get ready to fly.
as we venture out expectantly on the pathways of alternate realities, opening up the doorways of communication with our brothers and our sisters from across the galaxy. We think that it is time to set the stage for meaningful interaction as we graduate to the higher frequencies of oneness with all beings.
Plentiful, plenty bright, it will light up the sky tonight. Slightly bigger, slightly brighter, bringing love, bringing light tonight. Just look up in the sky. It rises in the east, climbs highest around midnight. Oh my, sky watchers, enjoy this spectacular a starship in the night, a starship in my eyes, a spice in the sky. High away, high away, high away, high away, high away. I'm on my way. By the sea, by It rises in the sky, a starship in the night, gives me chills as it rises up in the sky. Getting closer to me, closer to my higher self, closer to me, closer to you, to the earth. Higher love. Beware, the fog rises in the sky. Beware, there's a spaceship in the sky. Be alive, oh, celestial spectacles. So be alive, be aware, it's rising on high, my soul. High away, I'm on my way. High away, I'm on my way.
We're going to go to gallery view for some twinkling. I love those guitar riffs. Oh my God, the guitar is so beautiful. It's just such wonderful mystical music. And of course, because they are the Mystiques, you can find them on Bandcamp. If you go to the Mystiques1111.bandcamp.com, the Mystiques1111bandcamp.com. And it was actually really interesting that that was what you did as a show. Let me go back to you guys, because our upcoming show, our next show on Wednesday night, is all about what's happening over the skies.
Oh my God.
Another edition of Making Contact with Alan Steinfeld as my co-host. And he's got an amazing group of people. Steve Bassett is probably, along with, I would say, Steve and Danny Sheehan are the two most in the know people about what's going on with government disclosure and the whole movement. And so our next show on Wednesday night, you're almost like carrying us over there, getting us started with your beautiful song and the inspiration for it. So it's a good time for me.
Bit of a preview.
Yeah, or maybe you could have us as a surprise guest.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it.
That would be so cool.
Count on it. I will add you as a surprise musical artist on Wednesday night because we love you guys. So
thank you so much. Blessings.
Yeah. See, spontaneous, wonderful things are happening as we become fully alive in 2025.
Oh, that's
one of the most fully alive people I've ever met is Tangela. This woman is a force of nature. People, do you understand what she does? In just the past year, she's done dozens of Enlightenment Expos, built the entire SoulSearch empire, and gotten married, and created a new home in Cottonwood, and travels all over. I think there must be 6 Tangelas to do all the things that you do, including introducing our next guest.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks so much. And I'm delighted to introduce our next guest, Darren Starwin. Darren is a healer of the healers and a catalyst of awakening. He works with practitioners, acupuncturists, dentists, doctors, people who are not spiritual healers, and brings them into this whole realm of spiritual and quantum healing. And he works with many healers across the country to really support them in expanding their offerings. Darren has written 3 groundbreaking books, led hundreds of workshops and seminars, invented several vibrational devices used worldwide, and helped develop advanced mind-body healing systems. As a master quantum catalyst healer, Darren helps people with seemingly unhealable issues transform themselves through illumination and empowerment. Darren is a minister with Lightworker Ministry, and he helps bring lightworkers together for healing and empowerment events, including planetary healing circles every week, which you can find actually on our Facebook as well as on Darren's channels. Thousands of people have been touched by Darren's offerings, and he has inspired many colleagues to expand the scope of their work to include energy medicine and consciousness-based healing systems. And Darren also has a wonderful show on SoulSearch TV, which all of you guys should check out because he has such a dynamic show. He incorporates music, comedy, and makes spirituality a lot of fun. So we love it.
Relationships put us through so much, especially intimate, romantic type of relationships. Now, for most people, when they're single, they long to be in a relationship and feel like something important is missing in their lives. Yet those of us who are actually in a romantic relationship often have a lot to complain and stress about. So in other words, relationships are something we don't really want to live without, yet also find it hard to live with. There's also an old saying from Alcoholics Anonymous that's pretty funny, where it says, the purpose of relationships is to pour miracle grow on your character defects so you can actually clean them up. Have you found that to be true?
Yes, it's true.
It is
Definitely
true.
true.
That's a great. I'm gonna use it as a relationship coach too, and I'm gonna remember that one.
Yeah,
That's
you're most welcome to use it, Scott.
So welcome, Darren. Thank you so much for being here and contributing all of your wisdom and quantum healing energy to all of us and to the world.
Thank you, Tangela, for that beautiful introduction and for all the doors you keep opening to me and so many other people to bring us together and these expos and on these events. I love it.
Awesome. Well, happy to have you here, and I'll let you take it away.
Okay, thank you, Tangela and Scott. Well, thank you for this opportunity. And this is really about vibration. Like everything that I'm saying and that the other people are saying, it's vibrational transmissions is what we're bringing through, covered up with a bunch of words that we try to understand. And so if you open yourself to experience this transmission beyond just my words, you'll get much more out of this. And I really have something exciting that I want to share with anybody who's any kind of healer or leader or teacher, in any way that you, part of your life is helping or serving other people or animals or the earth. And that's that this is our time. I get so many messages. I receive channelings and messages every day from the Christ consciousness. And it's that this is the time for us to step into a new level of leadership, like spiritual conscious leadership. And there's a lot to that. That scares some people, and other people it excites them. But I really want to say that you've been preparing your entire life for this time we're in now. The good, the bad, and the ugly. All of that has prepared us to be in this particular time we're in now. And if you're already some type of, working, leading other people, it's the time to up level. And there's such an open doorway to do that now. And most of us have heard that term, ascension of consciousness. And it's definitely accelerating. And sometimes it's hard to see, looking at what's going on the planet, that consciousness is ascending, but it really is. And so many of these crazy things going on are actually part of that. So I want to say something about the world situation, or as some people have said, the situation on this planet. And that is that why are things seeming like, when we have such advanced consciousness that's growing all over the world, and there's so many people who are opening their hearts and bringing through so much, like spiritual power and wisdom, why are so many things so crazy? And I have a simple analogy, and it's like a kindergarten class. In a kindergarten class, different things happen, but the teacher's there to sort of pick up the skin knee and to help somebody break up the fight, and to somebody who feels lonely to take care of them. But we're like a kindergarten class where the adult has left the room for too long. And because the adult has left the room for so long, kids are acting out in more and more weird and bizarre ways. And yes, you can blame the kids for acting out in weird and bizarre ways, but it's the adults that left the room that need to wake up, and that's us. As light workers, as avatars, goddesses, we've been asleep to our true leadership for a long time. And there's a beautiful phrase from the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu that I love to keep quoting because it touches this. And he said that there's 4 kinds of leaders. The worst leaders are just incompetent and disorganized, and everything is chaos. The next kind of leader rules through intimidation and fear, which is horrible, but at least things are relatively organized because everybody's too scared to act out. And then the next level of leader is the one that people like the leader and seems to be doing good things. But this best leader is the one that nobody even knows that they're there. Lao Tzu said that leader just is in the background, just holding a space of the Tao, and everything flourishes in the kingdom. I get like goosebumps just saying this. And this is who we are. We're meant to be those superior leaders that may or may not have a big public place that are recognized, but yet are holding this energy, and everything actually magically flourishes on our planet. And that's what I'm so much more excited about. So you have great power and wisdom and literally superpowers. But what I've seen working with hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of holistic health professionals and healers and coaches is that there's a wall of fear that comes up in us when we actually start facing, stepping into that leadership. And one reason that wall of fear has come up so strongly for so many of us is because we have an old cellular memory of persecution. The last time, you were really powerful and stepping out and showing yourself and sharing your light. And so I've wondered all my life, how do I help people and myself, because I've struggled with this so much in my own life, knowing that I was a very powerful, capable person, yet feeling intimidated and humiliated so much of the time. This is something that where the quantum field is like an accelerating way for you to like release that wall of fear and actually feel the confidence to step into the mastery that you are. And mastery is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's building your confidence because you take that step, and when you take one little step, the universe, the divine, just rushes to meet you in so many other ways, and so much grace happens. So I want to give a practical example of what I mean by the wall of fear, shutting someone down. This morning, a man from Panama had a quantum healing session with me, and he has congestive heart failure, kidney partial failure, and depression, overweight, all these severe things. And this man told me that he was really healthy and fit just not that long ago and had almost no health problems. And so when I checked and looked into him, I could see that there was some qualities that were, really like polluting his energy systems. And he told me what it is, and I don't want to take the time for the whole thing, but it had to do with a cord he had with another person he was helping to take care of, who was filling this man with so much toxic energy that he manifested all those diseases. So in a short amount of time, we cut that cord, worked with the quantum field to have him see things in a new way. And I truly believe that a lot of those diseases will clear up for him in the near future. And so that's the opportunity for each one of us. So I wanted to say a couple more things and then offer a few minutes of an actual practical experience of this, so it doesn't just sound theoretical. After working with clients for so long with quantum healing sessions and training professionals like Tangela said, so that they can bring quantum level energy into whatever their healing is, or their acupuncture or chiropractic or whatever it is, it seems like there's 3 steps to this process of claiming your power, stepping into your leadership, and really manifesting the full thing that you're here to do, without inhibition. And that's releasing, rewiring, and realizing. And they all happen to start with re, which is kind of convenient. So releasing is actually simply releasing these old programs and conditioning. It's called samskaras in Sanskrit, like basically just stuff that's burdening you, like inner burdens that are so hard to get rid of, even after so many healing sessions and spiritual practices and everything. And quantum energy is an accelerated way to release. And it's remarkable how quick, like that man, it was just something he had held for 30 years or whatever it was. He released so much of it in 20 minutes or so. And we can do a little of that tonight. And then rewiring has to do with literally changing your body. As an avatar, it's not just about attitude and thought. It's about literally shifting the DNA in your body and bringing more of those light codes that Laura was talking about into your body, where your body literally changes and upgrades. And I'm 72 years old, and I know it's working because when I meet people, they say, you don't look a day over 70. So I know that this youthening thing must be working with me. But I do feel that way a lot of the time. And it's a matter of rewiring is breathing practices and ways of grounding yourself and embodying so that these energy circuits that have been dormant or blocked or compromised start switching on inside your body. And it's a beautiful thing. And when we have our retreats and events, we do a lot of that together. So as you release the old stuff, rewire your body, and step into realizing means you can do what you're here to do. You can do your purpose powerfully and beautifully and lovingly and abundantly in terms of, finances tend to come to you when you're really doing that. So I want to take the last few minutes I have to actually offer something experiential here called a quantum activation. And I'm going to put on a bit of music that will support that right here. And if you can hear this music, please maybe somebody puts that in the chat just to confirm that you can hear it right now. I see Tangela nodding. I guess that means you can hear it. Okay, good. So this will be, like Scott said, give a homeopathic tiny dose of what you do. So this will be a homeopathic dose of this quantum healing. So a good way to align yourself is put the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth, slightly behind your two front upper teeth. And that place is called the master hookup. And then breathe fully up and down the central channel of your body where the chakras are, like from your tailbone up to the top of the head, just breathing through each chakra as you keep your tongue in that position. And just relaxing, not trying to do anything. And just tune into what your desire is as far as stepping into your full purpose in this year. Even if you don't even know what it is. Sometimes we don't know with our mind yet. We have to awaken to it. What would leadership be to you? Like, what would you love to manifest? What would you love to bring forth that maybe you know is something new and exciting and high vibrational this year? And if you simply think about that thing or visualize that, as much as you understand now, again, it's unclear, that's just fine, that doesn't matter. It's just the general desire, feeling. Then you can just imagine that there's a pyramid in front of you, and you just put that desire into that pyramid, or Merkaba, spinning Merkaba, which is a star tetrahedron. And just simply say yes. That's all. If you feel like you want to manifest this in this sacred space, just say a big yes. And just see that spinning of that Merkaba with your intention. And I'm right now offering a quantum activation, which is a blessing that comes from the divine, which is only totally voluntary. You only receive it if you want to receive it, if you say yes to it. And this is something that gives you an amplification or a boost to remove blockages and accelerate your awakening to this new level of being a conscious leader this year. And just feel the love of this, because everything is love. As Scott teaches in his classes as a love coach, and the beautiful community he brings together here, that Tangela brings together. It's all about love. And it's a love that's courageous, that says yes. When the adults come back into the room in this kindergarten class we call Our Country and Our World, as those superior leaders that the Tao Te Ching talked about, you'd be amazed how quickly things can get better than we expect it will be, based on what we've seen so far. But this is the time we're called to step into that. Just deepen your breathing a little more. If you've said a yes, just let that yes expand and go all the way out to fill the universe. In one of the songs by the Beatles, John Lennon has said, "My father is of the sky, my mother is of the earth, but I am of the universe, and you know what it's worth." I just heard a Beatles concert a few days ago, so it made me think of that. Just know that nobody said it's never been easy to go through that wall of fear. but you can do it. And we need sacred community to hold us and to support us so that we can do it. And we'll do it. So I will be offering a talk at the Burlingame Soul Source Expo that Tangela's sponsoring. That'll be on February 1st. I have much more time to share this and go into this experience. And then also Scott will show my website, I believe, where you can, we have events every week on Zoom, quantum meditations and quantum healing community. And if you see this thing where it says free meditation, you can just go there to drstarwin.com and get on the list to be invited to these. And then this book came out a few years ago, Awakening the Avatar Within, and it's basically a practical manual to that step-by-step process to living as an avatar, claiming your superpowers, awakening your consciousness, and actually literally stepping into planetary healing, and much, much more. So thank you for showing that, and I appreciate you giving me the time to put this out there.
Absolutely. Thank you, Darren. I'm looking forward to being with you in Burlingame. And we'll have to take a look and see where you are on the schedule. Maybe we can do what we did once before, have you as part of our Secret Sunday show.
Yeah.
And Darren has a wonderful best-selling book. Tell us about Awakening the Avatar Within.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. This book I co-wrote this book because I got to say the co-author was Jesus. I mean, literally he poured through most of the words. The best parts of the book came from him, just to be really honest. This book actually is really a practical book. It's something that's not just philosophical. It gives practices and step-by-step practices to literally release all the things that have been holding you back and to understand what your superpowers are, your soul family and which soul tribe you're in, and what your purpose is, and a lot about quantum physics and quantum healing, specific methods of quantum healing, and so much more. So if you're touched by what things I'm saying, you probably really could be a good step to read that book. It's an audio book, or it's in paperback, and it's an ebook. And so it's out there on Amazon and other booksellers as well.
And if you go to Darren's website, again, his website, we didn't actually give you the name of it. It's drstarwin.com. Dr. Star Win, WYNN.com. And if you go there and just click books, it'll take you to where you can learn more about Awakening the Avatar Within. Bestseller has earned over 150 5-star reviews on Amazon alone. So definitely check out the wonderful work that Dr. Starwin is doing. And Darren, thank you so much for who you are in our awakening world. And I look forward to many future connections through SoulSearch Enlightenment Expos on the Awakening World and in other wonderful places.
There's lots of connection points, and thank you for making them possible, Scott.
Absolutely.
Darren, thank you so much for being here. And I also want to mention, because it was mentioned in the chat, that Darren is a doctor of Oriental medicine and one of his many talents. And so, Darren, I just wanted to mention that. We didn't mention that in the intro because you have so many different experiences and accolades. But yes, you're also an acupuncturist by training and Oriental medical doctor. And you then, expanded your practice much, much further. And now you work with others around the world to help them do the same.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, I want you to know we're only halfway through this incredible show that we've got going on tonight. We still have more SoulSearch luminaries to meet. We have some psychic healing and readings. And John Raymer is here with some really exciting announcements. He has been creating extraordinary things with extraordinary people. We're going to have another Omashar song, another Fanny and Vigari song, and a KES group healing by Uda Yeager. So, have some tea because we're only about halfway through what's turning out to be another beautiful SoulSearch Awakening World collaboration. And to introduce our next guest, turning it back over to co-host Tangela.
Thank you, Scott. And I am excited because I'm introducing Oracle Maureen, who is joining us for the first time on the Awakening World. And she's also a new Soul Search TV star and is developing her own show that will be coming soon in 2025. So definitely stay tuned for that. Oracle Maureen is a spiritual teacher and master level channeler. She is a principal oracle for God, Jesus, Mary, Kuan Yin, and Buddha. Maureen was guided throughout her youth by a very powerful and very loving voice that repeatedly told her in her head that she was an earth guide and an advanced channeler. Maureen would later go on to find out in her divine intervention and initiation period that the high level spirit guide, her primary spirit guide, is Ascended Master Kuan Yin, Goddess of Mercy and Compassion. Maureen has helped thousands of people with readings, classes, workshops, healings, spiritual events, ghost clearings, possession ceremonies, psychic investigations, meditations, and more. Dedicated to her path as a helper for heaven, Maureen is committed to bringing about spiritual enlightenment and development to help others ascend. Maureen has a reputation for her integrity, delivering clear messages, honesty, and her incredible and powerful connection to the spirit world. So, Maureen, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We're delighted to have you.
Thank you, Tangela. Appreciate being here.
Wonderful. So, Maureen, tell us a little bit about your journey as surrendering and to this role that you have on this planet as Earth Guide and Advanced Channeler, and your relationship with Kuan Yin.
Where do I start? I think I'll watch the clock. I'll simply start by saying they gave me what they call a miraculous awakening experience back when I was 36. And at that time, I worked with my original group of guides and angels. Over the years, then I was allowed to see Kuan Yin, actually within like the first 2 years, and become aware that she was one of my guides. Over the years in my ascension process, I then continued to go up. Going up sounds easy. The reality was not easy. I was put through a lot of initiations and a lot of tests that I wasn't quite aware until they told me that those painful periods in my life were initiations and tests. I then ascended to a level of working for Jesus when he called upon me, Mary, Buddha, and then God. It sounds overwhelming. It actually is overwhelming. I live in a state as their chief principal oracle of being connected to them 24/7, on call for them 24/7, getting messages, delivering the difficult messages, which you can find on my blog, which are not easy. It's a rare position. They just said it's a privileged position. It is a privileged position. I'm not going to lie, it's a hard position when you're here on Earth, and the high majority of people are not wired to desire spirituality at that advanced level. But it is one, like a lot of what Darren's message earlier I resonated with, which is that when heaven calls upon the leaders to step forward, how important it actually is. When I get in the cold feet and don't always want to deliver the difficult messages, they will come to me and let me know how extraordinarily important it is for them that I do my job, I fulfill my missions, I do the hard messages, which are the ones from God and Jesus, the hard missions, which are the exorcisms, the cord cuttings, as well as bringing enlightenment and awareness about that part of creation. If I fail to do my job and fulfill the missions that they ask of me, there are consequences. And they're asking me to be open about that now. It's an exhilarating position. It's rare, it's unique. I hold it very close to my heart. Where I am, the four of them are as well as God. And at any given moment, any one of them does talk through me. I'm aware of it. They'll either ask me to announce their presence or not. I'm so used to that. I'm now starting to try to get more used to being open and honest about that so that the person on the other end has a better awareness if they want to receive whatever was either intentionally channeled out of my mouth from any one of them or low key, not a formal channeling, but was absolutely delivered from them and not me. I don't know how much longer I should go.
That's wonderful. And do you have any messages for the group or the community for 2025 that you'd like to share?
I do. I was sitting here, the four of them are behind me, but Kuan Yin has her hand on my shoulder a while ago, and she did say that she would like to channel a message for the beginning of 2025, since we are crossing that bridge right now. So if you guys would like to hear the wisdom of Goddess of Mercy and Compassion, Kuan Yin, she would like to help enlighten you, as well as to also prepare you for what you can expect, but more than what you can expect, how you can guide yourself to make more wiser choices for yourself, and how our life going forward will be, so that you are putting your time and your energy more wisely in areas that will benefit you, because you are here to work on your ascension process. In addition to learning how to evolve and master love, living from love, in and underneath that umbrella, you are here to develop your soul. Your ascension process should be your primary concern, your biggest goal. Your ascension process that you accomplish here opens the door for how far up your ascension process will continue to go, either up or down in your afterlife when your incarnation is here. 2025 will be a year where the turmoil will continue in all of the many ways that we have all experienced it. The tests that we have been under are direct, strong lessons where God is watching all of us and how we are going to manage and handle our ethics and our values. You cannot not turn on the news and watch politics. You cannot not turn on many media outlets, TV and radio, and not clearly see how we are being challenged with taking in either honesty or dishonesty. Your ability to use your wisdom and your discernment so that you always fall back on choosing the ethical and the wise choices when you are being tempted and when you are being tested is what will help you ascend and reach a higher step, a higher level in your ascension process. Now is the time to become more committed to using your wisdom, choosing to think, live, and act from the most ethical place inside of yourself to get through the murky gray waters that unfortunately the world has before us right now. Think the divide that our nation has, which is blaringly obvious with the political arena, and also what is happening on all the social media and media outlets with the conspiracy theories, the high level of dishonesty that has not just been transpiring, but that cannot stop transpiring, is a direct test. You will be evaluated. We want to see everyone, especially those here in this room, pass these challenging tests and please your Creator, source of life, God Almighty, so that at the end you can be rewarded your blue ribbon your gold star, and attain a higher level in your ascension process, walking away knowing that you did succeed in your missions when you had circles of temptations around you to pull you away and pull you down. Instead, you listened to his voice inside of your soul. You listened to your own family of guides and angels. You listened to Jesus. You listened to the ascended masters, and you listened to their wisdom, and you listened to your wisdom, and you chose it. Think that is the path of going up a long set of stairs is where you will ultimately find the satisfaction, the bliss, and the happiness here and in your afterlife.
Thank you for that beautiful message for everyone. As Darren wrote in the chat box just now, he wrote, Maureen, I really resonate with your transmission. A great reminder, and I'm grateful for that truth. We've had about a half dozen people ask if they can get a reading.
Kuan Yin wanted to acknowledge that, his gratitude. So she bowed her head to it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Kuan Yin. And there's a half dozen people that we're only going to have time for one with you. And so I'm actually going to bring up our webmaster who does so much support for the Global Peace Tribe. This is Tammy Moore, who also has a connection to Kuan Yin. So I thought it would be perfect for you to give her a little homeopathic dose of your medicine.
Okay. Can you just I'm already in a trance right now. So Scott, just come back and show me your face, and then I'll kind of know it's my 1 minute Maureen needs to stop channeling.
You got it. When I come pop,
I'll let myself go further into the trance when she takes me over, or any of the other three. I have no control who does it. I can't will it. It's actually their will. So I guess I can ask you a question, which is, do you have a direct question that you would like guidance on?
I'm wondering about business and if things will be better for me, and then I'm also health. I think I'm going into some breakthroughs on both of those fronts this year.
Okay. So she's heard you, and they will go in whatever order that they feel is for your greater good, and I'm at their mercy. They're starting with business.
Thank you.
As they said the word business, I got the vision of a checkbook in front of me, and I just saw you slowly putting a small dollar sign again and again and again and again. They're showing me you continuing to make money, but because the checkbook is in front of you and you're writing checks, you're having to invest in your own business ventures. So they're telling me the answer is yes, to go into the direction of continuing to invest. When they give me these single digits, however, I see that you're to invest small, cautiously, not going all in. The vision when they showed me you doing this was you're happy and you were peaceful. You're just keeping yourself mindful of being careful to not take in other humans enthusiastic, pulling on you to come do this and this and this. It was very nope, I'm doing it on my pace and in a way that's more comfortable for me. They're writing the word entrepreneur over your head, and they just put an umbrella all over me. So they're keeping you working independently as an entrepreneur, but how I see it is you're in several different projects and you're going to stay doing this. They just gave me your path up here, and it came in low like this, ups and downs. So they're preparing me to prepare you. There will be ups and downs to it. It's not what I want to see for you, which is when they just show me straight, narrow, easy, white, flat, and smooth. No, but that's okay, because they're making me understand the ups and downs are opportunities for growth that are not going to be brutally difficult for you, and they're not going to cause a financial crisis for you. I saw a vision of you concentrating really fast on a screen in front of me on a website and actively designing it, and there was a lot of color. So to me, it's not just that you're designing the website, it was like graphically and artistically, there's this push for you to get in there, and it was like you're the primary one to be more active in the design of websites. Solo. I see you. They said the word solo. So you're working as an entrepreneur by yourself. There is no partner, and they don't want you to get a partner. They're giving me a purse up here, which is further up your past. There will be money in this. So everything with business is keep going in the direction of entrepreneur with the webmaster, the web, but with this creative angle to it. And then what they gave to me earlier, I'm just recapping it for you. They spread out like 4 different projects in front of me. They're doing this rapid fast because we're doing this quick. This is it. They're not pulling you anywhere other than exactly the instructions that they just gave to you. Okay. Can you resonate with this?
Totally, definitely.
Okay, good.
100%.
Okay, let me see if we have time for health. Give me a vision of you having, it was like small periods of some fatigue and then some headaches, and you just like slowed down a little bit. And it was like you didn't like slow down to the point where they put you on the couch, but it stopped you from moving forward. And I don't know why my back hurt or if they just pulled my back, but there was a back reference, and it was kind of like their hand pulled my back and I felt tense in my back at the same time. There's inflammation happening in your body, which is part of the back pain. Gluten is reacting negatively to you. Gluten does cause inflammation. So they want to pull gluten, and unfortunately, they want to pull caffeine from you also. Caffeine also can cause inflammation. So that's one factor causing some of the fatigue and the, I'm going to call it looking kind of crummy and having low energy, is what I was seeing. I don't see a full-on autoimmune disease at this point or a true sickness at this point. It's more like, I can't get my full energy and strength back. They're bringing it down to primarily it being a dietary issue, which the good news, you can manage and control that so much more easier than if it was a bacteria, virus, or parasite. They're giving me needles in my back right now. They're putting acupuncture all over me. So they want to increase your vibration by having you do acupuncture, also a lot of guided meditations, and then clearing out the sugar and the gluten and the caffeine. Not even as much as you can handle, but kind of like it's a deal breaker. Like you're going to suffer and just go through those withdrawals. Right. Make sense?
Totally resonates with me completely. I've actually started glucose goddess this year, and yeah.
Okay, excellent.
I'm a baker, so thank you very, very much. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Well, thank you, Maureen. And because we love Tammy, I appreciate you giving her so much love and support. And I want to let people know that you can get much, much more of Oracle Maureen by going to her website. It's easy to remember. It's Oracle Maureen, MAUREEN.com. As I think we've seen clearly, this is a being who's very dedicated to her soul mission. And I really appreciated what you had to say about ethics. And, you know, it's easy for us to point the finger and look at the politicians or the people in the outside world that are not ethical. But really, the only thing we can do to really make a difference is what can we do individually to be more ethical? Even little things, even little adjustments in our behavior. Our adjustments in our behavior make a far greater impact than pointing the finger or criticizing or getting reactive to anybody else other than ourselves.
And how we react to those challenges is really what's going to matter on our report card. Can I say this before I forget, because I'm in a trance and Jesus
Please.
reminded me of this before I sat down?
Go for it.
I mean, I'm having 2 fundraisers. I didn't get into it, but I do have a charity. Kuan Yin came to me in 2013 and asked me to start a charity, Angels Among Us Foundation. All of my profits with all of my spiritual work get donated to my charity. So everything I do is for charity. I'm having a fundraiser, a big actually golf tournament in Pelican Hills in April. So for those that are around Orange County, or you can drive from Las Vegas or the Bay Area, you guys to fly. It's to help the elephants. God gave me a painful vision, letting me know that elephants are on the verge of becoming what's the word right now?
Extinct. Endangered.
The word was instinct and endangered.
Extinct. Okay.
It was instinct because of the poaching and the way they're being abused and even killed from the entertainment industry. So this is actually a big deal. The elephants, God and Jesus have me on this like major. The elephants are coming for me all the time until I fill that golf course. I have another fundraiser before that, the end of this month, which is a guided meditation through Zoom. It is with the Queens, Mother Mary and Kuan Yin, who will be channeling you their wisdom on how you can manifest that which you dream of. They'll give you how to manifest, and then they'll also pray and help you to manifest what you're hoping to achieve. So basically any class, any event, any workshop, the meditations, everything that I do, God commanded all my proceeds as of 2016 goes to our charity. Yeah, that was scary as blank to walk away from not collecting income anymore. I have honored it, and he provides for me in different ways. So
Beautiful. Thank you, Oracle Marine. Definitely put in the chat box the links or more information about the fundraisers if you've got that. And if not, send it to us for future broadcasts.
Okay.
Oracle Marine, do you have the links available for the
I'm prepared for that, but everything should be on my website.
It's on your website? Okay.
On my website or on my charity's website, Angels Among Us Foundation. I would have been prepared, but like I'm in a trance right now, so it's kind of like you're half asleep. I can't even think of what the links are, let alone type them right now.
Don't worry, we'll find them and we'll post them. And I just want to let everyone know that Oracle Maureen will be with us at our first expo of the year in Scottsdale, January 11th and 12th next weekend. So definitely for those of you in the Arizona area, come by. You can see Oracle Maureen. She will be giving a talk at 5 p.m. on Saturday on spirit communication, connect with loved ones in their afterlife. Oracle Maureen will bridge the gap between our world and heavens and help you connect with your loved ones passed on by channeling their messages of love and closure. For those of you who won't be able to join us live, we do broadcast and live stream all of our talks, so you can tune in and watch Oracle Maureen's talk, as well as all of our other presentations from Scottsdale on our SoulSearch YouTube and Facebook channels. So Maureen, we're really excited you're going to be with us in Scottsdale. Everyone, stay tuned. You heard the profound channeling we had today from Kuan Yin. And also, Maureen, you'll be with us at Conscious Life Expo as well, right? Where you'll be, what are you sharing at Conscious Life? Are you doing a workshop talk?
I'm doing a panel, and I think it's the one on psychic abilities. And then I will be doing a workshop, and that one is on, I believe, mediumship, how to help you connect with your loved ones in heaven and discern that it really is mom or dad. So you're not ignoring them. And so that you get more confidence using your psychic abilities when your loved ones come and visit you.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
I did find your website.
There's
It's
the charity.
Angels Among Us Foundation.org. Angels Among Us Foundation.org. And if you click on fundraisers, you can learn about what she was talking about. For example,
There's elephants.
There's the elephants. My mother up in heaven is smiling. She loved pachyderms. Every Christmas, I'd buy her some sort of an elephant something. So anyway, thank you, Oracle Marine, for your dedication, your devotion. We look forward to meeting you and seeing you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Oracle Maureen.
Thank you so much.
See you in Scottsdale. Thanks.
And we have so many people wanting readings from Maureen and from Kelly, and what can I say? We still have a lot of other show ahead of us. So, and it is time to kind of integrate everything that Oracle Maureen and the others have shared with us, Darren has shared with us, and we integrate by listening to music, beautiful music from our beloved Omashar. So, Mr. Omashar, you're up, buddy.
Please show me how to reach you. Strip me down, let go my mind. I was naked and blind. I'm finding it harder holding on to what's gone. Then there's the future. What if we never get that far? I know it may sound crazy if I say not much is real. So tell me inside, how do you feel? This is the time to break the mold of the old and dysfunctional way we have lived our life so far. How much longer can we hold on to that which tears us apart? So free up your mind, open your heart. No longer can we hold on to that which tears us apart. So free up your mind, open your hearts. Finally free from self-disguise, I rise from the ashes of the me I used to know. You know that I am a dreamer, and I would like you to see that I am dreaming a new reality. Please show me how to reach you. Strip me down, let go my mind. I was naked and blind.
Let's go to gallery view. Hey, thank you, beloved Omashar. Another wonderful, wonderful Omashar experience.
A little ditty.
That is wonderful. And I so appreciate about it. Woo, look at those wings. He is truly a multicultural angel. Those are multicultural wings you've got behind you.
They are. I think Oracle Maureen inspired them. It's like, why not show them, hey?
By the way, Oracle Marina, I don't know if you saw in the chat box, but Tammy wrote, let me see if I can find it quickly. You really hit the nail on the head with her. She said, thank you very much. That totally resonated with me, Oracle Maureen. I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years. I have 4 businesses that I'm working on, all solo. That was a perfect reading. Sending you blessings and love. So thank you, Oracle Maureen. And I feel bad because there's so many people that wanted readings from you and we weren't able to get to that. But we're hoping that our next guest hopefully will have time to do 2 readings for us. And to introduce her, here's Tangela.
Thank you, Scott. And our next guest is the amazing Ragini Mishra. In 2021, Ragini co-founded the My Positivity Matters platform along with her friend and mentor, Nivedita Ganapati. My Positivity Matters is a personal growth coaching platform for anyone who wants to break through barriers and expand possibilities. Utilizing ancient Vedic philosophies and teachings for the modern world, My Positivity Matters supports individuals in transforming their lives through courses, retreats, and community that bring Vedic tools such as mantras and chakra balancing to individuals for empowerment and expansion. Ragini has had an amazing and successful corporate career and then became very passionate about spiritual transformation, spiritual empowerment, and brings her amazing coaching work now to the world. She also has a SoulSearch TV show that is in development with Nivedita, so stay tuned for that, launching soon in 2025 as well. And Ragini, you've been doing wonderful, bringing the beautiful chanting and mantras to our SoulSearch Enlightenment Expos recently, and we're excited to have you with us upcoming in San Jose, so welcome.
Thank you so much, Angela, and thank you, Scott, for this lovely session today. I really am enjoying every bit of it. I can't thank both of you enough for this, and all the speakers today and the healers. I mean, I can feel the high vibration already, like, just being a part of this group, it really is very helpful. And this is what is my passion, right? Bringing community together. Because in the world there's so much of negativity, right? And it's very easy to get consumed in that and feeling like get lost, right? So, I mean, my passion for My Positivity Matters was to bring the coaches and, introduce them to different people who are needing the help. Because it's like, just like for any kind of medical issues, we go to the doctors and we don't self-diagnose and just start treating ourselves, right? So I realized that people, just because of this internet age, people go and, watch videos on YouTube, Google about their problems and symptoms and start, doing random things. And it doesn't help people. Or else they start to, talk to their family members or, friends and get the guidance. And they're not the experts, they're not neutral people that, they can give you the guidance in a very neutral way. And that is where the problem starts to magnify. And so that's why I started working and creating this platform, My Positivity Matters, along with my coach, Nivedita Ganapati, who became my co-founder later, because I saw that what kind of transformation she was bringing in for people with the help of the ancient Vedic knowledge. So that's where my passion for Vedic knowledge and spirituality and all of this, this kind of space, really, I got interested into that. And so we have so far about 4 coaches on our platform, and we do offer group coaching, and we do personal coaching and healing programs and help people in the areas of relationships, career, or any kind of issues, like finding a purpose, right? Many people lack having a sense of purpose. So what is my purpose and all of those kind of things, that's what we offer as part of our program. And so today, because I know this is about world peace, and I just wanted to chant a few mantras, because there's also people like would like to have some experience about what are these chants are and how we can elevate ourselves instantly with the help of the mantras. And anybody can chant the mantras, and these are like these are powerful codes, that is done by our ancient rishis, long back, right? It's from that age. So I just would like, to chant the mantras for everybody. And here it goes. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukh Bhag Bhavet Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. May all be happy. May all be free from illness. May all see what is auspicious. May no one suffer. Om peace, peace, peace.
Bhagini, would you be willing to do a reading or two for some of our participants?
Yeah, sure. I can do that. Just like let me complete this chanting. I would like to do the Rudrashtakam. So everybody can feel the vibration of these mantras. Just take a few minutes and then we can talk to somebody. So this Rudrashtakam is a devotional prayer offered to Lord Shiva, and it's incredibly powerful. Even we don't understand the meaning here, just the chants, we all can connect with Lord Shiva and feel the vibration. Namami Shamishan Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahma Veda Swarupam Nijam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriham Chidakashmakashvasam Bhajeham Nirakar Mokar Moolam Turiyam Giragyan Gotitamisham Girisham Karalam Mahakal Kalam Kripalam Gunagar Sansar Param Natoham Tusharadri Sankash Gauram Gambhiram Manobhut Koti Prabhashri Shariram Sfuranmalikallolini Charuganga Lasaddal Balendu Kanthe Bhujanga Chalat Kundalam Shubhrusunetram Vishalam Prasannanam Neelakantham Dayalam Mrigadhish Charmambaram Mundamalam Priyam Shankaram Sarvanatham Bhajami Prachandam Prakrishnam Pragalbham Paresham Akhandam Ajambhanukoti Prakasham त्रयाशूलनिर्मूलनं शूलपाणिम् भजेऽहं भवानी पतिं भावगम्यम् कलातीत कल्याण कल्पान्तकारी सदा सज्जनानंद दाता पुरारी चिदानंद संदोह मोहापहारी प्रसीद प्रसीद प्रभो मन्मथारी न यावदुमानाथ पादारविन्दम् भजन्ति ह लोके परे वानराणाम् न तावत् सुखं शान्ति सन्तापनाशम् प्रसीद प्रभो सर्वभूतादिवासम् न जानामि योगं जपं नैव पूजा न तोऽहं सदा सर्वदा शम्भुतोऽभ्यम् जराजन्म दुःखो गतातप्यमानम् प्रभो पाहि आपन्नमामीश शम्भो ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय
Such a beautiful, beautiful voice.
Thank you.
It's very beautiful to feel the vibration. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ragini. Could you share some of the meaning of the chant with us?
Sure, I can. I can share the meaning quickly of this one. Okay, so this is about Lord Shiva, and Rudrashtakam is basically to praise Lord Shiva, and it's a devotional prayer, and they're praising. It's written by poet Goswami Tulsidas, and he's praising Lord Shiva's divine qualities, urging the devotees to surrender with humility. And the meaning for this is, the first stanza was, Vibhu Moksha personified, Veda incarnate, all pervading Lord, Master of all, I pay obeisance to you, and am ever worshipful from this Maya, away from this Maya, as in this world, material world, and the cycles of nature, of conscious desire. I chant to you, Lord Digambar, who wears the sky as a garment, who is formless, Omkar's origin, beyond the three gunas, beyond speech, knowledge, senses, giver of grace, perfect one, who brings awe and reverence within, Lord of time, Lord of Kailash. Beyond this world, my obeisance to you. Fair-skinned like Himachal, serene, unmoved, of beauty and grace, greater than 1,000,000 Kamadevas, ever glowing, under whose head resides the sacred goddess Ganga, upon whose head is the crescent moon, whose neck is adorned by a snake. In his ears are kundalas, whose eyes and eyebrows are beautiful, cheerful, blue-necked, kind, compassionate, understanding, wrapped in animal skin, wearing a garland of skulls. Dearest to all, Lord of all, I chant his name, Shankara. Rudra Roop, best, perfect, eternal, unborn, the opulent one, with the effulgence of 1,000,000 suns, with the trident in hand, who uproots the three kinds of griefs, who by love can be gained. I chant Bhavani's husband's name, Shankar. To you I pray, beyond time, timeless, welfare incarnate, the creation's end, enemy of Tripura, who gives pleasure and happiness to the worthy, giver of eternal bliss, who removes worldly entanglements, Kamadeva's destroyer, Bless me, you churn my heart. Husband of Parvati, till we worship your lotus feet, we never attain peace and joy in this world or in heaven, or mitigate or lessen our suffering. Lord, who resides in the heart of all, be pleased with me and my offering. O Shambhu, I know not yoga or penance or worship or prayer, but I always honor you, my Lord. Always be my savior, suffering the cycle of death, birth, and old age. I burn. Lord, protect this pained one from grief. I offer you my devotion. That was the meaning. It's quickly just read.
Thank you so much. I'm wondering, we have a wonderful Global Peace Tribe member who just got out of the hospital where she had a surgery, a significant surgery. And I'm wondering if you could do a healing chant or any kind of experience for her. Her name is Sylvia, and she's one of our most beloved members of the Global Peace Tribe. And so, is that all right, Ragini?
So, I mean, I'm not a healer. Like I said, I'm like building the platform for different healers and coaches who can come along and help the people. So what I offer is like, basically I can just share a little bit of my, like what I see that works for people and how I guide people when I talk to people, like just a guidance I can offer in terms of how we can change our reality. Right? So, I mean, just a perspective of life I can share. And then there are different mantras. In fact, I can share about like the healing mantras that we are doing starting Jan 14th till Jan 22nd. We are organizing with my coach Nivedita. We are having, because this year is of number 9, right? If you add all the digits, it's coming to number 9, and this year is about Mars. So a lot of activity in terms of aggression and war-like situations and everything is going to be a part of this year, right? So in our tradition, they say that you should preach to Lord Hanuman to really get help in the Mars, when the Mars creating any kind of problems, right? So we're doing the group chanting and mantras working with the number 9. And so we have 18 participants. We have got 10 spots done, and we have like people can still participate in that. And every day for 9 days, we'll do the chanting. And that is where the transformation happens. It's like you have to be in that energy for a consistent number of days and some time to get the transformation. So that's, I mean, if somebody's interested, we can have them to join that program. It's the people with cancer, people in hospitals, like last time when we did that program, people were able to recover in the matter of, it was like last time we did for 5 weeks, this time it's 9 days, but it's very, very powerful.
Well, thank you. So I guess I had misunderstood during our earlier talk, but fortunately, hang in there for a moment, Sylvia, because Darren is going to provide a quantum healing for you. So in a moment, we'll wrap up here with this wonderful, wonderful bikini, and we'll take a look at her website, and then we're going to go to Darren, who's offered a quantum healing for Sylvia. And
sorry, I mean, I could just provide my coaching things here, but not healing as such. Yeah.
I understand. Thank you, and I apologize if I misunderstood.
I think I misunderstood that time. Yeah.
So here is her wonderful website, and I love the name of it, mypositivitymatters.com. mypositivitymatters.com. That's where you can learn all about what she offers. The mantras she sang were so beautiful. And so there's mantras here on forgiveness, gratitude, ego, love, healing, prosperity, and goal setting. You can learn all about her coaching, and join their program. They have a beautiful program. So definitely you can learn much more about it by going to My Positivity Matters. And thank you so much for being with us, and welcome to the Awakening World.
Thank you, Scott. And if that helps, I can share in the group chat a very nice mantra for healing. It works magically. So I can just share that, and maybe she can listen. All she has to do, just listen to that mantra chant. And while she's napping or resting, she can just listen to it.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
That's wonderful.
All right. And
Ragini, thank you so much to Ragini, and we will see her at the San Jose Soul Search Enlightenment Expo, where you will be doing a chakra balancing for the community. So we're looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much, Ragini, and thanks for being a part of the show. And Sylvia, lots of love and blessings and healing energy to you from all of us for your continued recovery from your surgery. I know that must have been an intense experience. So sending you divine healing and grace.
and here's Darren, who's jumped in to offer something. So Darren, take it away. But you need to unmute.
This is for Sylvia, right?
Yes, Sylvia, who's up on camera with you.
Okay, hi Sylvia. So, would you like to receive this quantum healing blessing now?
Yes, I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. So I just ask you to put the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth and breathe up and down the center core of your body. That's all you really have to do. You don't have to do anything else. And just give your permission to receive this healing blessing from the divine source. It does not come from me.
Thank you.
And so I just ask everybody else here to contribute to it, just simply not by using any healing techniques, but just by sharing your love and radiance for one group body. Just see if you could sense this, Sylvia, this radiant energy that's coming into your body now. Yeah, right. It feels like your chakra system is actually pretty clear right now, and so this is bringing more radiance to accelerate your healing. Now there's basically some congestion in your head that's being removed. So I'm just lifting something off that's almost like a helmet of energy, that's been a little bit constricting around your head, just lifting it off, sending it back to source. Take a deep breath of freedom from that, please. Just breathe in this radiance into every cell in your body just by simply intending it, that every cell in my body is being bathed in this. And it's good to also imagine a spinning Merkaba of light around your body, which through centrifugal force is spinning out any type of negative energies or residue, we call it residue of the past, that has to do with this condition. Just going back to source without any effort, effortlessly. And now just allowing the prana to fill in the depleted energy that you've had by going through this surgery and this ordeal. And any energy of anesthesia, pulling that energy out of your body. So this will continue to work with you for quite a long time. And what are you aware of now, Sylvia?
Thank you. I didn't hear the question well.
What are you aware of now in your experience?
I'm appreciating the radiance and the sense that the helmet is gradually dissolving and that the prana is percolating and is enhancing the clarity of the chakras.
Good. It feels like, did you have anesthesia during the surgery?
That was a month ago, yes.
Okay.
So it's still clearing. It also, the more immediate clearing is a diagnosis of RSV and severe congestion and a reaction to albuterol yesterday. So that is probably the helmet that you were referring to.
Well, so this vortex is clearing some of that energy of anesthesia and the toxicity, that residue of that out, so you can heal faster. So I feel like we're complete for this. It'll just keep working with you for quite a while.
And I appreciate that, and I appreciate the Global Peace Tribe, the invitation to all of us to participate, and the very supportive responses. Thank you. I also appreciate Ragini's healing mantra in the chat. If someone could capture that and send it to me via Facebook Messenger. I can't get it on my phone.
I'll do that for you right now, Sylvia. I'll do that for you right now. And,
thank you.
And thank you, Darren, for coming in. Let's just all take our Global Peace Tribe energy and send maximum grace to Sylvia.
Yeah.
Maximum grace.
Maximum grace.
To our beloved Sylvia. We love you, Sylvia. Thank you so much, Darren, for your support. Thank you, Sylvia, for coming back on tonight to receive it. And we are going to have a beautiful KES group healing experience in a little while. That's how we're going to, that's coming up. And it's going to be a longer show tonight. So thank you, everybody, for your patience. And it's my honor to introduce you to someone I have just the greatest respect for. John Raymer is an amazing community builder. Obviously, I love building community. This guy is so dedicated to raising consciousness, truly dedicated to creating an awakening world. And I've been watching just all that he's creating, and there's some very important programs that I want us all to at least be aware of and ideally participate in. So I've invited John to come on and share with us. And welcome back to the awakening world, John.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everybody. Really, what a beautiful expression of our unifying essence. And you know, I've learned that intrapersonal holiness for interpersonal wholeness. And the reason I mention that, which is an indigenous concept, is because of the need for collective action, not just that balance of self-regulating, but co-regulating and learning to work together in unprecedented ways. You can't listen to tonight and not get concerned. And I am. And yet I come with a message of hope. You and I, Scott, are members of the Evolutionary Leaders Collaboratory for Media. Everybody here is an evolutionary leader. Happens to be there is a group called that, but nevertheless, we're all that. And I wanted to evolve myself here in my offering to try to be as clear and concise. So I want to share something on my screen here. But I think part of what triggered this event is that there's someone in that EL Media Collaboratory who's kind enough and says, hey, I want to dedicate a show to John to talk about the stuff that he's been doing. So that's going to happen on Thursday. At some moment, we'll give you a link to that. And the other thing that's happening that's really a big deal for us right now is the compassion games. Michael Meade used this term, kairos moment. Not chronos time, but kairos. And my wife Summer and I are going to be at the inaugural in Washington. And I said, my God, I'm going there to encourage people to play the compassion games. Because that day, synchronistically, is Martin Luther King's Day of Service. It's the 30th anniversary of MLK Day. Could you believe it? And I thought to myself, I'm going to be there encouraging that each of us think about the most compassionate act we could take to make America greater than it's ever been before. I said, oh, God, I must be the craziest person in the world. And I said, wait a minute, this is exactly the moment for compassion. This is exactly the moment that we need this. So here, let me share with you, and I'm trying, like I said, to be a better presenter here and not go on, but keep focused. So I got 6 points. I've been here typing while we've been. And I see us as generation transition, that we're bridging the past and the future. And I'm putting the emphasis on collective action. And there are 6 points I wanted to share. I think we've been saying these, all of us. This is kind of my summary of what I think we've been saying, that we stand at a pivotal moment in history where there are profound shifts, the impact of all the technological innovation that's happening, not just with AI, but we know social media and its corrosive effect on our youth and all of us. Cultural challenges we're facing with governance structures and impact on the environment. That we are an era of, I call it generation transition, when the collective decisions we're going to make are going to determine the course of our shared future. Then the second point about that is that I've talked about bridging the past and the future. That all of us, all cultures on this planet, and there are more than just the ones that we're familiar with, we share this responsibility to bridge both what came before us with what lies ahead. And that by honoring our past while innovating for tomorrow, we create a powerful continuity that can carry us forward. Hold on here. Sorry about that.
John, there's something in the background of your background, music-wise, sound-wise.
Really? Hold on. Hopefully that's better. Sorry, guys.
Thank you.
All right, let me see what's going on here. So, is this helpful? Is this useful? Are we getting somewhere here?
It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Please go. Yeah. People are, in fact, I'm going to, Ayata writes, oh my God, John, this is bringing me to tears. What a powerful action to be there in Washington for the inauguration, and especially on such an important day regarding Martin Luther King Jr. Karen S. writes, I'll be singing at Ebenezer Church again on MLK.
No.
DR writes, this is so powerful. So anyway, lots of comments coming in with appreciation for what you're sharing.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I just got 4 more points here, and let me do it without confusing everybody here. That's what I'm trying. I realize one of the things we got to be clear and concise with each other. It's part
Exactly.
of my evolve myself. So embracing this unknown knows that nobody knows the future. So we're going to need to be adaptable, and we need foresight. So for me, it's not just these heart connections, but we're learning to think strategically together, creatively. That's the possibilities, our creative imagination. So connecting our head and our hearts, but then with our hands to actually produce results. That's the thing that you, Scott, and I, and everybody knows. We really need to change the way we're doing things. If we don't change our direction, we're going to wind up where we're headed here. So how do we prepare? We got to remain open-minded, be learning continuously, and developing the resilience to thrive amidst rapid change. There's going to be a lot of change. So here, so what are we going to learn from, how are we going to learn from the past? Put the focus there. We draw on lessons from our ancestors and embrace the depth of our shared history. And what grounds us, recognizing where we come from, and our history grounds us in wisdom. I know for me, that's one of the miracles of being on Zoom like we are. So we're meeting people from all over the world, people that are different from us and think differently. And the joy of that gives us a tremendous opportunity to get to know other ways of thinking, other ways of being in the world. And this idea of collective action for the common good. I think our greatest strength lies in our ability to work together, turning what we have into what we need through coordinated efforts and shared visions. That's what the Compassion Games is all about. It's about inspiring others to channel the empathy into actionable service. And what the Compassion Games lets us do is actually show the impact that we've made. We're doing the 40 days of peace and greatness, MLK Ali, kicking off on January 20th. And then when it's over, we're going to be able to look at and say, hey, this is what we were able to do. And that's going to build our momentum and our confidence and our capacity to combine our resources so we can steer our societies toward a more equitable and sustainable future. So hold on. I got one more point here. Shaping tomorrow with wisdom and compassion. The question is not if change is going to happen, but how are we going to come together to shape it? By blending, by blending innovation, empathy, and an eagerness to learn from both the past and the future, we can guide this transition in a way that benefits all now and for generations to come. And that's why I wanted to be here to invite you to play in the Compassion Games, the survival of the kindest. You cannot lose the Compassion Games. And the more people play, the more people win. We have for 12 years now been doing this. We've served over 20 million people. We're blessed to be a grantee of AmeriCorps that honors the 30th anniversary of Martin Luther King. So for 7 years, we've been able to support a lot of the folks that come on the show. But I do believe that this is generation transition. This is ours to do. We got, for whatever reason, the Chinese fortune cookie that led to live in these times where we need to bridge what we have learned from the past with a future unlike anything we've ever seen before. So thank you, Scott. Thank you for the leadership that you show here, and Omishar and everybody for coming together. And I hope we all heal and develop, like Chief Phil says, who's the chairman of the Compassion Games, his brother, Phil Lane Jr., who's been on the show many times. The guiding principles have been starting from within, working in a circle, in a sacred manner. We heal and develop ourselves, our relationships in the world.
You know, John, the photograph behind me is the photograph taken during the lighting of the 8th fire. And of course, we had Chief Phil on last week on our special show with Kristen co-hosting. What's the primary call to action? What's the most important link or website for our audience to go to?
CompassionGames.org/oneworld.
Okay.
Show that. That would be really great, Scott. Thank you.
I'm going to go there right now. CompassionGames.org/.
One World, ONEWORLD. That'll take you right to the space inside of One World dedicated to compassion games.
Okay, we're holding it up, hopefully. Here we go.
And if you're signed into One World, it'll show you. If you're not, I'll invite you to sign up. It's free.
There it is.
All right. You got the dark mode, which is fine.
How do I change that? I don't even know how to change that.
By your profile on the upper right, where your little egg. There's a place down there, your personal settings.
How do I go out of, see, I always learn, John is who teaches me all about these things. Here we go.
Mode.
There we go. Let's go to light mode. We just went from the darkness to the light, everyone. Together, we all went from the darkness to the light. You watched it.
Hide your welcome checklist. That's what that thing is, says. Welcome back. Those little arrows there, just to your right. Maybe, yeah, down. Yeah, close that. The little arrows. Yeah, close that.
How do I close it?
Click on those two arrows right there.
There we go. Okay. All right.
All right.
So everybody, let's all participate in the compassion games.
Well, click on events, because you'll see the event about Thursday that I talked about. So if you click on the event tab there, there's upcoming, this Planet Project presents a conversation with John Raymer.
Here it is.
So, and everybody's welcome to, and it was kind of Roger to do this, but we've been doing a number of things that are all about working in unprecedented, unified ways. And we'd love you to come be with us. It'll be good. They're promoting it on their page as well. But the games, you can find a way to bring your empathy into actionable service, whether there's secret agents of compassion that are playing. So Andy Smallman does these missions from Kind Living. People can go out and reach their neighbors. So there's 6 realms of compassion here. Compassion for yourself, compassion for those that we know, compassion for strangers, compassion for systems. This is what governs us in this, the overlords, the algorithms, compassion for future generations, and compassion for all of life. And we've talked a lot about that in that space inside One World. And there's a playbook for give you ideas. And any of those realms may speak to you. And they're, like I said, anything from a random act of kindness to, like, they've played compassion games in the prisons. There's an amazing video that tells that story. So,
John, I'm going to go to gallery view. Let's all twinkle John for this compassionate man. And God has gifted him with an amazing wife.
That's right.
John is blessed to be with Summer, his amazing, beautiful wife. And John,
and her playing the compassion games.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, totally. We had a booth set up, a compassion activation station.
Wow.
Someone must have turned it up high, because within 5 minutes when I met Summer, I said, oh my God. So I can say without any question that compassion has been good to me.
Absolutely. Well, you've been good to compassion. John, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thank you. Well, you do. Looking forward to seeing you on Thursday.
I'll be there.
Well, yeah, I hope so. You're it.
I'll be there.
See you on Thursday, John. Thanks for being with us. All right. In a moment, we are going to have a beautiful KES, Christic Energy System healing from Uda, who's come all the way from Europe to be with us. And we still have a Fanny and Vigari song, but we do have some important announcements to make because there's a lot going on, and more the awakening world has become a place to kind of know about what's going on. And so I've got a few announcements. I'm going to make a couple, and then Tangela's going to make a couple. This Thursday, we got a back-to-back doubleheader. We're going to be with John Raymer first for his program, and then we're going to go straight from John's program on Thursday to Deborah Giusti's program. We highlighted this a couple weeks ago. Celestine Starr, our beloved soul sister who left the world, left this earth 2.5 years ago, is a busy little angel. And she's been channeling different people that we know and love, like Michaela Ivy, have been channeling her. And so we're going to have a beautiful evening of guidance from these times from Celestine. Many of you know her. She was a frequent guest on Global Peace Tribe shows. And we're going to hear what she has to say from above through Michaela and another channel. So that's going to be on Thursday. So back to back, we're going to be with John Raymer, and then we're going to be with Celestine and Michaela and Deborah Giusti. And it's you can sign up for free. Just go to planetaryascension.org, planetaryascension.org/Celestine. And I'll put that link into the chat box. Also want to let people know about our upcoming shows. And we've got 2 really good ones scheduled for next week. Really, really powerful. I'm sure most of you are aware that there's a tremendous amount, unprecedented amount of UFO activity happening all over the world. You know, the drones in New Jersey are getting the most attention, but there's actually incredible activity all over the world. So we're doing a special 3-hour edition of The Awakening World on Wednesday night. And we have so much to share that we're actually going to start 1 hour earlier. So everybody, please note, next Wednesday night, instead of starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time, we're starting at 5 p.m. because we've got just an extraordinary number of guests who will be sharing about what's really going on around the world. It's imminent. Disclosure is imminent, and and it's really all about our awakening consciousness. We're also going to have wonderful music with Omashar and a special guest, Saralina Love, who ironically Omashar worked with 20 years ago. So they're having a reunion of sorts. And as you heard tonight, Fanny and Vigari will also be joining us. So I'll add them to the poster. So it's going to be very exciting. And then a week from tonight, it's going to be a really beautiful collaboration. We are going to be collaborating with Global Coherence Pulse and the Institute of Heart Math. They have put together a really beautiful program. And you probably know many of these people, but if you don't, they're all amazing. Roland McCready runs the Institute of Heart Math. Teresa Collins runs Global Coherence Pulse. Tammy Scarlett is one of the key people who runs Unify. Julie Kroll has done more podcasts with New Thought authors than probably anybody else on the planet. Minoz, you've seen him play with
David Pramel.
Thank you so very much, Omashar. David Pramel and Meaton. He usually plays with them as well. And several other guests, and they're all part of Global Coherence Pulse. And it's going to be a powerful program all about choosing love in 2025. Choosing love in 2025. So definitely make sure you join us. And the last thing I just want to mention is now is the time. If you haven't already joined our Zoom rooms, if you haven't already joined the Global Peace Tribe, do it now. All of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, and I've noticed several people have joined us this evening. So thank you, all of our new guests, our new people. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com, globalpeacetribe.com. You'll see what says click register for the new season. You click there and you can join us. And you'll get all the Zoom room links for all of our shows for the next 3 months, plus special offers. And when you're in the Zoom room, then you interact, you get readings, you get the links. It's just a beautiful community. And people here really love each other. It's become a true community. We've been doing these programs for almost 5 years, and it's really a beautiful family. And finally, and then I'll turn over to Tangela, but well, I'll bring her up for this because it includes her. Tangela and I are putting together a retreat, and it's going to be a combination of SoulSearch, Global Peace Tribe, and Love Coach Academy, all coming together in Sedona, Arizona. And we're going to be doing the retreat at Larissa Stowe's beautiful retreat site. I just spent several days there. It's gorgeous. It's amazing what she has created. And what we're thinking, we're definitely going to start it in mid-March. It would be helpful to know how many of you would like to come and how many of you are planning on going to the Sedona Ascension Retreat. That's a wonderful retreat that our friend Suzanne puts on, and a lot of your favorite people are going to be there. Suzanne Ross is, of course, who puts it together. Daryl Anka and Bashar will be there. Our beloved Kristen Hoffman will be there. Adam Apollo, Sarah Brexman. Just you can see all the amazing people, most of whom have been on this show at some time or another. So that's happening from September 14th to the 16th in Sedona. And we're imagining doing our retreat right after that. So for people who want to travel to Sedona, makes it worthwhile to come to that and then roll right into our retreat. We need to get a sense of how many of you are interested. I'm going to put together a survey, which I will email out to everybody next week. But give us some feedback in the chat box right now. And we're excited, and mark those dates off to be in Sedona, Arizona, the most magical place, at this beautiful place that Larissa and her husband Doug have created, with Tangela and Scott and a lot of your favorite Soul Search people, Global Peace Tribers. It's going to be very, very exciting. Those are my announcements, and I'm turning it over to Tangela.
Thank you, Scott. And thank you, everyone, for just being a part of our beautiful show tonight. To all of our amazing presenters, our healers, practitioners, just bringing us into this new year of 2025 with so much upliftment and healing energy and high vibration, and bringing in the codes that we can carry with us to give us the strength and the discernment to have the vibrational leadership that we will be we are all called to step into for 2025, as we've heard today. And so we have a lot happening with Soul Search. And of course, we're off to a busy start this year. January 11th and 12th, next weekend, we have our Soul Search Scottsdale Enlightenment Expo at the Embassy Suites in Old Town Scottsdale. Oracle Maureen will be there. Jared the Medium, who also has a show on Soul Search TV, he will be there doing gallery readings and having a mediumship circle. Adelita, who also has a show, will be there as well, and Victoria Shaw. So a lot of our amazing Soul Search TV stars will be there giving talks, giving workshops, and of course, doing readings and healings. And come and meet everyone. We have an action-packed weekend. It's always amazing in Scottsdale. So come and join us next weekend if you guys are in Arizona. And then January 25th and 26th, we will be in San Jose, California, in the South Bay, in Silicon Valley. Ragini Mishra will be there with us doing chakra balancing, as well as a lot of other amazing practitioners. And then we have February 1st and 2nd in Burlingame. Scott will be there with us doing a Sacred Sunday show live from Burlingame, February 1st and 2nd. Darren will be there as well. He will be doing quantum healing, as well as many of our other amazing soul searchers who you all are familiar with, including Renee and Anthony of Blue Soul Earth. They'll be doing channeling of Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, and so many more. And of course, as you guys heard today, many of our amazing soul search community are going to be at Conscious Life Expo, February 7th. I think it's 7th through 10th, or 8th through 10th. And including Laura here, she'll be doing a workshop, she'll be giving a talk, she'll be on a panel. Oracle Maureen also, you can see her at her workshop, at her panel, so definitely don't miss out. Soul Search, we'll be having 3 booths at Conscious Life Expo. We have our normal Soul Search booth. You can come see us there, meet us in person. We'll have a lot of our team there. If you have questions, you want to learn more, I'll be giving a talk at 2 p.m. on Friday on amplifying your spiritual business. And Saturday, Charlie, my husband, who's also an energy healer, spiritual healer, and channel, he and I will be giving a workshop on reconnecting with Lemuria. So definitely stay tuned for that. And Saturday night, I will be moderating a panel on the path and tools for ascension. So for those of you who are in LA, definitely come by and meet us, come see all of our Soul Search practitioners. We'll be having a whole list of where they are, where you can go see them at their booths and check out their talks and workshops. So we'll be sending that out by our newsletter as well. So for those of you who will be coming to Conscious Life, you can come by and definitely don't miss out on all of the amazing talks and workshops from our practitioners. And as Scott mentioned, we have the Sedona Ascension Retreat coming up in March 16th through 18th. I will be doing the opening meditation for that event every year. That Suzanne Ross puts together. For those of you who missed the Sedona Ascension Retreat 2024, we have just released all of the workshops and presentations, not all, but almost all of the workshops and presentations from the Sedona Ascension Retreat on SoulSearch TV. So now you can go and watch all of the presentations from the Sedona Ascension Retreat 2024 on SoulSearch TV. You can see presentations from Matt Kahn, Joy Kahn, Suzanne Giesman, Linda Moulton Howe, and many of the other practitioners and teachers that were at the Sedona Ascension Retreat last year. So just go to SoulSearch TV, click on demand, and you can go in and check out the Sedona Ascension Retreat, as well as all of the many other shows. And of course, stay tuned for our upcoming shows from Ragini and Nivedita. They'll be releasing a show. Share International has an amazing show that they're releasing next month. Oracle Maureen, Amanda Romania, Light Codes by Lara Season 2, Victoria Shaw Season 2, Jared the Medium Season 2. So stay tuned for a lot of new shows. And we have a lot more expos and events coming up as well, including Reno, Santa Cruz, Las Vegas, Burbank. So stay tuned, and we're looking forward to seeing all of you in 2025. And so that we can, as we continue to connect, we can continue to expand and reverberate the love and light of who we are across the world together. So thank you, Scott. And thank you to all of you for joining us today. We love feeling the energy and creating this spiritual community with all of you together. Thank you.
Thank you, Tangela. Thank you for bringing in so many wonderful people. Regini, Light Codes by Laura, Oracle Marine, Kelly, Darren, just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people and very bright lights.
Thank you so much.
We still have two more wonderful parts to tonight's show. And I'm really grateful that she got up very, very early in the morning to be with us, or she stayed up all night. I'm not sure which. Uda Yeager is coming to us all the way from Europe. Hello, Uda. Welcome back to the Awakening World.
Hello, good morning and good evening. Yes, I'm from Germany. I'm streaming this energy from Europe, and we have nearly six o'clock in the morning. So we are 9 hours ahead, and I didn't stay awake. I went early to bed, and actually I was to Mother Mirror last day. On Saturday. So I received the Divine Mother Grace energy. So I love to plan this together so that you also can enjoy these high vibrational energies. And the Divine Mother is such a big creator. And we have all this energy also inside of us. And it's time to awaken. It's time to bring this into reality. And 2025 is the best year to do this. It's a year of change, a year of challenge, I suppose. So a perfect timing to set you back into the 12 o'clock state, to realign again, to bring you back into the highest alignment so that you can stay in your synchronicity zone and create a wonderful 2025. So this is my mission for today. And I feel honored, and I don't want to talk a lot because you are sitting here, I think, for 3 hours. So I try to do this as quickly as possible, but I'm guided. So it's not me. It's all about the divine and the divine will. Yes, and if you're,
I want to make sure people really caught something that you shared, which is that you were just with Mother Mira. Now, some of our people know Mother Mira, but some people may not. She is internationally recognized as one of the most enlightened beings in human form on the planet. So that you are with her and then coming right into being with us is very, very special. So just wanted to anchor that in, and I'll disappear and turn it over to you, but I wanted to make sure people understood how profound that is.
It's a special moment because during the Corona time, she stopped to give darshans, and it's possible to watch the meditation daily on YouTube. So maybe when you are interested in, there is a live stream, Mother Mara live stream on YouTube every day for free. And now she opened up again for darshans. Darshans is a blessing from the divine. So I received this a few hours ago. She is living in Germany, just 2.5 hours away from my place. So I enjoy this this possibility to get there very easily. So it's time for setting you in the highest alignment. And I ask you to relax and close your eyes. You can lay down or stay in a sitting position, but look that your spine is very straight. And we will get also some nice music I heard from Omashar. So this is nice to relax much more. And when you close your eyes, center in your heart. Try to focus on your heart. Imagine that there is a huge lotus flower on your heart, and open up this lotus flower. Take a deep breath into your heart space. And if you open up your lotus flower on your heart chakra, we activate your vertical central power column, your VPC, right now. This is your connection, your bridge between heaven and earth. Maybe you can feel your column of light. There's energy streaming into your crown chakra. And there's also energy streaming coming from Mother Earth. For us human beings, it's very important to be grounded so that we can be the bridge between heaven and earth. So follow your light in your spinal, in your VPC, vertical power column, and allow your energy to go down into the earth and connect with the central, with the core of Mother Gaia. When you connect your energy with the energy of Mother Gaia, you can feel the unconditional love coming from Mother Gaia, streaming upwards into your root chakra, upwards into your heart chakra. And imagine that there is a heartbeat from Mother Gaia also in your heart space. And we are not only human beings, we have spirit, we have a soul. We are coming from all over the universe. So let's connect also with this spirit. Follow your energy through your crown chakra. Go with your light to our sun. Use our sun as a portal. Go through our mother sun and see the huge universe, a black space, with a lot of stars. Somewhere there is a bright star, the brightest one. Go with your energy to this star, to this central star, to Source, God, the universe. Doesn't matter which language, which word you use. I love these words that we connect with the source of all creation. And with this connection, we invite also the unconditional love from Heavenly Mother and Heavenly Father into our system. So this energy is dropping down into your crown chakra, into your heart space. And imagine that there is your own heartbeat, the heartbeat of Mother Gaia, and the heartbeat of the central sun. And we unify these heartbeats to one. And allow this energy to go to a place behind your navel. There's a 0 place where all nadis and all meridians meet each other. And we allow this energy to stream into our physical vessel, to all cells, to all organs, to our brain, to our skin, and to our bones. And now we go with this energy to our light bodies. So we fill up the etheric layer. We fill up the emotional layer. The mental layer. The astral layer. The akashic layer. Atomic layer. And celestial layer. Feel the egg of light, your egg of light. And with this energy, imagine a golden path in front of you. This is the path of the highest alignment. This is the golden road to the golden age. And allow your inner seeing to open up and watch to the left and to the right. Look in front of you. You can put in all your intentions. What do you want to realize in 2025? What is in your divine alignment? You can think about intentions in the field of relationships, in the field of health and wellness, or personal growth. Or work, finance, your profession. What do you want to realize? What is coming through you? Not from your personal will, but from your higher self. Above our heads, there is a huge golden cosmic cube. This is our remote connection to the cosmic Christ. Put all your wishes into this golden cosmic cube. And we are standing or lying in a circle, holding hands, building up a community, a tribe, creating the golden age together with all the gifts, all the different gifts we have. Uta Jäger, call upon the cosmic Christ, supreme intelligence, to support and facilitate this group KS holding session. I ask permission from all receivers present to receive this group holding with the highest good and divine grace for all involved. This is the place where each one of you can say yes out loud for yourself. I request on behalf of everyone present on this show and everyone watching the recording to become aligned for the duration of this session to the divine intelligence of Christic energy system with grace, with ease, and with joy. I invite the cosmic Christ energy to connect with us now in the most appropriate way for all involved. May all that transpires in this microcosmic reflection of our group constellation support and uplift the ascension of the entire human collective in all sentient life. I also call forth assistance from the Divine Heavenly Mother and Heavenly Father present to overlight this group container with pure, unconditional love from the Most High. May all be known through this connection of pure love, so that group holding session anchors in us in the most benevolent way. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Thank you, and so it is. I ask you to stay in this vibration, in this high vibration, and open up and receive on your golden path with your intentions ahead. We cleaned up our container, our healing chamber, and we also cleaned up your light body. We transformed your shadows to the light. And now it's time to send your intentions to the cosmic cube and to send this cosmic cube back to the cosmic Christ with all our heart wishes, with all our intentions for yourself, for your family, and also for humanity. And when you are ready to come back, I invite you to take a deep breath, to feel your body, to feel your grounding, to connect again with Mother Earth. Take another deep breath. And thank you for receiving and for being the light and changing the world. And thank the divine for all the support and energy and all the virtues coming through. We work with the virtue compassion, with the unconditional love, with righteousness. Righteousness is a very important virtue to make a decision. Where do you want to go with your energy? What do you want to go to do? Use the right energy in the right things in 2025. And we also had the virtue humility, to be humble. Thank you, dear Scott and Omashar, for the wonderful music.
Uta, thank you so much for just, you're such a powerful channel for spirit to flow through. And I'm going to actually edit this segment and make it its own segment for people to be able to listen to. I know I want to drop in and really experience this a few times because it was such a powerful, and as always, I'm sure your music is just icing on a beautiful cake. So thank you so much. Uta, I didn't ask you when we, I still have from your old bio, your email address, which I put into the chat box. Is there a website or any place that you'd like for people to be aware of how to contact you, or do you prefer to keep it to email?
Yeah, I have a new email, but also you can use the old one, but it's actually love@uta-jagger, my second name.com. And if people want to receive a healing, I have a new program for this year, upcoming year. So I have a program where you can buy a series of 12 new moon healings, so that you can receive each month around new moon the healing energy. And there will also be a moment where we can chat before the healing, where you can talk about things that happen in daily life, and you need a coaching or inner child healing or something else. It's very powerful to do this in a group, because everybody is a reflection of yourself. So when you work with the healing of another person, then it's also a healing for yourself. So there are the new moon group healings, and there are also packets where you can buy 12 one-to-one sessions, and also the 12 group healings together. This is for the people who have a goal for 2025, a goal in the direction of health or relation or work, and getting more powerful, unpack your gifts, unpack your spiritual talents, like inner seeing, inner hearing, stuff like this. And it's very powerful to do this in a package of 12. 12 is the completion circle. And there's also a workshop coming for free with beloved Natalie Montia. You know Natalie Montia, she is also a healer in this program. So she created paintings, and we are going to create a workshop to open up people for the codes coming through the paintings, codes coming from the Galactic Federation. And the codes are very helpful in your ascension process to expand your light. It's all about light and transformation. So there are these 3 major things, and if you're interested in, please send me an email and I will contact you and do my best to do this in English. It's not my mother language, but I hope it's enough.
You're doing great. Uta, did I get the email correctly in the chat box?
Let me see. Love at Uta, yes, -jagger.com. Perfect.
Great. Again, thank you. That was just exquisite, absolutely exquisite. And I love all your hearts on your sweater there. It's very sweet. Thank you, Uta, so much for getting up early and blessing us. I know that it's been very transformational. A lot of comments coming in to the chat box. And we have one final way to conclude what has been an amazing evening. Fanny and Vigari are blessing us. I always ask them to do the closing song when they're with us because they just, their music like kind of puts us into the zone. So the combination of Uta's amazing, exquisite group healing and transmission, and then let's just flow right into Fanny and Vigari.
Looking in the eyes of my beloved, so close to me, you come to me, calling me again and again. The gentle touch of my beloved, I become with you one with me and me, feeling like no other. A feeling of wonder, the purity of your
That's just a beautiful groove. Oh my. Ah, I was kind of lost in that. I got to pull back your 1111 Mystiques. Bandcamp. Thank you so much. That was just amazing. Just amazing. You can also find, you know what, you caught me, you ended promptly, and I honestly had accidentally closed all my windows. So give me a moment to go to starchild.ca. And this is the other website for our beloved Fanny and Vigari. It's starchild.ca for Canada. And there, I love that picture of you two. I'm actually going to say that for the next time we have you on the show, which will be on Wednesday night now.
Yeah, but do.
And this is the album that I bought, I don't know when it came out a year ago or something like that. They even say, here we are, Awakening with the Global Peace Tribe, Awaken 1111. And you can listen to that and get it on Bandcamp. You can also, if you need to reach Fanny, there's the phone number right there. So all things Fanny and Vigari can be found at starchild.ca.
Yes, we have so much to offer. Just come and visit us, and we will shine our loving light. Here it is. Here we are. Thank you for this wonderful show tonight. It was very elevating and
very uplifting.
Uplifting and magical and mystical and so good for the world. Thank you.
It's amazing. And I love, look at all the people that are still with us. Our first presenter, Laura, Coach by Laura, is still with us.
Wow.
Our new friend, of course, Omashar is still with us. So I'm going to bring up some of our key people. There's Oracle Maureen. So wonderful to meet you tonight. Regini, and of course, Uda coming all the way from Europe. And don't hide there, Omashar. We're going to bring you up as well. So, wanting to just thank all of you, and of course, Tangela and Darren. Thank you for your beautiful offerings. Each and every one of you are contributing to an awakening world in wonderful ways, as are our entire audience. So I'm going to go to gallery view. I love that we had about 46 people still during the Uda's group healing, and still 40 of us with us. Thank you, everybody.
Very nice.
Happy New Year. Happy New You. We are coming fully alive in 2025.
So
and
it is.
To hopefully seeing all of you on Wednesday night as we learn all about what's going on with our galactic friends. Frode from Europe is with us. It's always good to see you, Frode. And Diara, your being with us and your smile means so much. Connie and Andrew, Roger, Bonnie, George, Susan, all the Susans, thank you for being with us. Have a beautiful, sacred Sunday tomorrow, and we'll see all